B. Welcome to my channel and my guest Chicago 773.
Yep, that's me. Oh my God, why is it so loud? Why am I so loud? Hold on, let me
You were
mute it.
so low to begin with, and now you're loud.
I know.
Right.
Hi, Betty. Oh,
Oh, wait, I
you
gotta
see
get my.
everybody?
No, hold on.
Okay, they're going to start showing up. There's Josh C.
Where are you looking at the normal channel so you can see it? Because it's not on our chat thing.
It is if you,
Oh, I see Josh on the screen, but how do I see it on my side?
it's just going to show up there automatically.
Only there in that side piece?
No, it'll be on both places, but
But
there's
it's
like a 30-second delay in between. So there's a 30-second delay from transferring it from here to YouTube. So it's
Welcome, you guys. I am trying Restream for the first time ever. This is a whole new experience. I barely did StreamYard twice, I think. Was it 2 times or 3 times? So we're trying Restream. And so this is all
nice.
new to me, but the chat's not showing up over here to the side like it does on StreamYard.
You should be seeing it twice.
No, I don't.
Okay. Oh, you know
You know,
what? Are you still on the screen from where you click the timer? Are you still on the display graphics tab at
no,
the top?
it says chat.
Okay, so tap chat. No, not that. All right, now it should show up on the screen for you.
It's on the screen. It's just not on my side.
Which side do you want it on?
You know how when we're watching the chat on StreamYards, it's over here on the side and then I highlight it to over here? I
Uh-huh.
can't see anything over here. It says chat, but it's not there.
I'm going to send you a picture of how it looks to make sure that you're on the. Hold on a minute. Anything from Costco? No.
Welcome to my crazy. I don't know what I'm doing in the stream. Let's see.
We're
I'm gonna
experimenting.
look at my phone because I can't see the chat anywhere. Hello,
Okay,
Josh. Hello, Betty Dan Boop. I love that name.
there.
Hi, Melissa.
I promise it's there.
Everybody's here. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi, you guys.
We're gonna try something that Chicago made me purchase.
Yes, I did. I made her do it.
Where did this even come from? And I guess it's a TikTok thing.
Yes,
So I've never heard of it, and I don't know why I did it, but
because it's fun. Because we need to live
it's,
out loud.
it's noisy too. I'm gonna cut mine open just so I can quit playing with the bag. So it says always original Herbert's best planet gummy. Fat free, nut free, gluten free, fruity liquid center. Now, why she made me buy this, I'm not quite sure,
I don't know.
but I'm gonna
Let's live dangerously.
do that so I don't make so much noise because that's pretty loud.
Okay, I'll do it too.
And I wanted to show my other birthday gift I received after the fact, and I got this gimbal for my birthday, which is
DJI for the win.
DJI. So that was my birthday present that didn't arrive quite on time for me to display, but it's here. My husband got me that for my birthday. Yeah, so we paid $5 and something for 4.
Yes, crazy.
Why is this bad for me? 4
Oh my God, it's a little globe.
4 little globes of
Oh my
candy.
gosh, they are globes. Do you see? Can you see that?
I tried. You're doing better, I think. Your orange nails look amazing.
Oh, I didn't clean around them yet. Don't look. Don't look. No, don't look. Ah!
Stop it. Now, see, okay, why am I not seeing that chat? You sent me a picture, but I can't see that chat. So I don't know
Okay,
why it's not on
have
my
to,
side.
you have to hit one of the tabs at the top then.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I'm not sure which one. I should have did a walkthrough for you.
So it's not there. We'll just go with that because it's not there.
But do you see it?
Okay. So how's everybody doing? Waiting for some good gossip on the streets out there. Anybody
Yes.
know anything we should know about?
While we're doing the taste test.
Give us some ideas of what's going on the YouTube streets.
Anything you want.
Are you gonna open it?
Happened lately that.
How do you
Okay.
open it? Pull it apart?
I think you take these.
Oh.
My nails.
Ew. It's very, I don't know what to call it. It's like, you know, your kid.
Oh.
Have you ever had the kids? Okay, the things that it looks like a bouncy ball, like a kid's play toy, but then it also has the ick factor to it is like those slime things that you throw to the wall and they stick and they kind of roll down the wall. That's kind of the ick factor that I'm getting from the
Why?
the inside of it. And so last minute, I have a box of Kleenex over here because I always just keep them on my desk. But last minute, I ran and got some napkins because it scared me so bad that I might be like, oh, so this thing's filled with juice?
Yeah, that's what they say.
It's stuck to my globe, though. I can't fully get it undone.
Oh, I thought the globe was, I thought it was pressed on. That we were going to eat the globe, eat the world.
Yeah,
right,
well,
look, I guess you need to loosen it and get it out.
I can't get it out without, I'm scared I'm going to rip a hole in it.
No, just gently.
There we go. There's still some left in the thing, though.
Oh, is there? There's none left in mine.
It's stuck to my, maybe Texas is a little warmer. I don't know. Oh, I'm scared.
Teddy loves, hello and welcome.
She did. She literally said, go on Amazon and buy this.
I did. I absolutely did.
And then do it live. And then I'm going to probably need this napkin because it smells like blueberry.
It does.
Does it say it was blueberry?
Fruity liquid center.
Yeah. She already got me to drink blueberry coffee this morning. That was a other one. Hi, Teddy. It's good to see you. I hope you and Axel are doing well.
Blueberry coffee is awesome. Green Mountain blueberry coffee.
Why is this? It's candy, y'all. This is candy. It shouldn't be scary at all, but it really is. I don't know why. I am like, it's cold here today, and I am like starting to sweat thinking about putting this in my mouth.
You know what? We've had worse things in our mouths in our lives. It
just has some ick factor to it.
I understand that, but
lots of things
do.
It has that like weeble wobble feeling to it.
Oh my God, that was my nickname when I was pregnant. That's what Nick called me, Weeble.
Yeah.
Weeble's what?
She did not just say she was weeble wobble. Come on.
Nick did, not me. I would never name myself.
My mouth is watering. If this is sour, you know you're going down in my hell book, right?
Strawberry flavored gummy, soft strawberry. All right. So how are we eating it? Are you eating it out of the container? Are you using the container as a vessel to hold it?
Well, no, it's in my hand already.
It's in your hand? Okay, I'll just. Oh,
I'm getting I'm getting the sourpuss mouth.
Did you put it in your mouth already?
No, it's already just started.
Okay, you don't put the whole thing in your mouth. You just.
No, really?
No, you don't put the whole thing. You'll choke to death.
I'm crying, y'all. Happy tears, happy tears.
Oh my God, what if it does squirt? Oh, Melissa's right. What if
Melissa, now you scared me.
I just seen them order it. I never saw the go through. Oh my God, look at that. It's so funny.
Oh, I'm terrified. And I know it's candy. That's the bad part. It's like, this is candy and it's giving me this. Oh,
I'm not doing it till you do it.
I'm going to do it first.
You do it first.
I'm never doing the Japanese box because I'm not eating octopus nothing or fish or nothing like that. So candy, I'll go first, okay? Oh, I'm scared.
To do is make people eat octopus.
What if it gushes everywhere? Now Melissa's
see, I have this
bib.
Yes. Okay, you go first.
Okay. Oh,
you didn't do it.
Okay, you know that thing you put in your hand and you can make it squirm and it's got the liquid that goes through it, the worm looking thing, but it's you slide it through your hands. It feels like that.
Ooze.
It didn't ooze. It's just gummy. Oh, why am I doing this wrong? It's just gummy.
Oh, it's dripping.
Mine didn't drip.
Mine dripped.
I made it to the middle, but I can't taste it.
Mine dripped. It's dripping.
Mine's not dripping.
It's like
Oh,
marshmallow.
but when you squeeze it, oh god. Ugh. Why can't I make this?
What is this consistency?
Ugh. I
It's
don't know. Okay, I got 3 left. Who wants me to send it to him? Okay.
what is this chewy stuff? It's
It's gummy. Like a soft gummy bear though, like the
like a
very fresh.
marshmallow gummy.
Oh my god, the middle's sour. Oh,
Is it?
oh, oh. Y'all don't have any idea. I'm sweating all over.
I love it.
I don't like sour anything. Oh,
It looks kind of like mochi, but it's so not like mochi. I wish it was. Oh, it is sour, isn't it?
oh,
Oh, oh,
oh.
that's a vibe. Wow.
I have a trash can down there. Y'all, it's not bad. Oh, as far as candy goes, I don't like anything sour. Oh,
What? It's very
oh
marshmallow.
man. No, I'm not doing well at all, Melissa. Not at all. Oh, I'm crying. I don't do sour. Okay, you know those candies I was telling Chicago because I asked her if this was sour. And she said no, it's just a candy. She didn't know, but she said no, it's just candy. But I used to get tricked. Like a kid would have a candy and it'd be like this little sugar coated yumminess of,
Warheads.
you know, sugar everywhere. Here, put this in your mouth. I don't like sour, and it was those, you know, those candies. Everybody knows what if you have kids, you know the candies.
Sour heads or warheads or something.
Oh, they're super sour, but they're all sugarly coated looking things, but they're very super sour.
They're very
That
disgusting.
middle is sour to me. Like
Well,
like acidic bite sour.
but it makes sense because
But the outside's very sugary. So if you
yes,
can get it together, but it kept hitting the sour, kept hitting that spot where it was like "Ugh," to me. But
it's weird.
it's
I'm
not
gonna
bad. If you like, it's candy. It is fully candy.
it's candy. It is
Mm.
candy. It's like marshmallowish, rubber ballish.
Rubber
just-
ball.
The little
Have you
diamond.
ever had very fresh gummies, like really, really fresh gummies? Because that's what it really like, that real soft, squishy gummy. That's what it tastes like.
Well, it's supposed to be a gummy, but it's like the largest gummy ever. But yeah,
Well,
it was something.
I have a lot left.
Oh, you didn't even finish it?
Oh, heck to the no.
Oh, you're such a wuss. Finish it. Just pop that baby in there.
Uh-uh.
I ate the whole thing.
I'm giving it to him when he gets home.
I ate the whole thing. Look at
But
me.
I have 3 more. It's a sour. It's just a sour. I'm not a sour. Does it stick to your teeth? Not really. Oh, yeah. You're very colorful.
I ate the whole thing. Oh my god, is it on my teeth?
I don't think it didn't stick. Like it didn't make me go, oh, this is sticking to my teeth. So I'm
No,
like
it
so
doesn't.
weirded out by the sour. But is your
No,
teeth
it
blue too?
I hope not.
Mm.
I'm using the whitening strips, the Crest whitening strips. So you can see my little chiclet teeth. I hope my sister watches this.
My
She
sister
makes fun
watches.
of my little teeth. I use little
Yeah.
forks because I have tiny little teeth.
If for your kids, I bet they'll love it. I bet
Yeah.
if you have kids or grandkids or
But don't let them put the whole thing in their mouth because it's really chewy. It's really like
and it didn't squirt out like I thought it was going to because the gel is still inside of it.
Mine did. So it could be temperature differences in shipping.
Possibly.
You know, Illinois to.
But it's not hot here yet.
You know what? It's been 30 to 40 degrees here.
Oh, well, it's not 30 to 40 degrees. No.
Except for the 4 days where it was 80 and we got Teresa.
I'm trying to look.
Off her pool.
You what?
We got Teresa to take the top off the swimming pool.
Oh, yeah, that one day.
Yep, and then it started snowing.
It's now 67. It did warm up since I woke up.
Oh, no, it's so cold. 50
But
degrees is our high right now and
it's
cloudy.
gonna be 50 tonight.
That's my high right now.
I know that's like not cold at all, right? It does kind of okay. So I'm reading the comments back. Mochi, it does have the consistency to mochi. It does the gummy part. Don't you
Not
think?
Nothing like mochi. No, I'm a mochi expert. Oh, I love mochi.
I'm not talking about the flavors or anything like that.
I'm
Just
talking about
that.
the chewy. It's not starchy enough. It's too.
Well, no.
Mochi's softer. This is definitely a harder chew. But then again, I don't know what yours was like because the temperature, like mine squirted, yours didn't. I still feel the stickiness on my lips from the juice inside. Oh my God, I got the blue tongue.
I didn't eat enough.
You don't have none on your tongue.
I didn't eat enough. It's look.
Cheater. Oh my God. Oh, you're such a weasel.
Even my dog didn't ask for a bite.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's telling.
We'll give it the tell. If she didn't say, what are you eating?
Yeah, hi baby.
She didn't say, oh, I smell something. What are you eating?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
If she didn't ask for a bite, it failed my taste. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
There's something wrong.
Oh, so we were looking to because it had suggested after this, and I was like, ooh, freeze dried Skittles. I've heard about them. Never tasted one. Has anybody tried those? That's another thing. We almost ordered. Those are expensive.
I found an Amazon gift card. I should open it up and see how much is on it. I just find random stuff, okay?
Yeah, true.
Hoarder. I know. Do you want to do it? Do you want to talk about that podcast?
No. Well, not the Sarah. Are you talking about that?
Oh, she's had freeze-dried Skittles.
Ooh.
Melissa, of course.
Guess we're gonna pay the $15 for the little 4-ounce bag then, huh?
Should we tell them how this all started? I don't mind making fun of myself with the sugar-free Jelly Belly.
Oh gosh, yeah. Okay, so
that's how this all started.
So I was talking to her one night on the phone, on the real phone, doing the real thing, and she says, "Oh, my stomach hurts." She said, "All I've had was sugar-free Jelly Bellies." I said, "How many did you eat?" She said, "Well, the whole bag, the little bags, the little Jelly Belly bags." And I said, "No, you can't eat sugar-free candy like that." She goes, "What do you mean?" So I was screenshotting the warnings in the back of the box, back of the package. No, you're not supposed to do that. Go ahead. How did you feel? How did it go?
Oh my God, the gas attacks.
Well, what did I send you? What did it say? It might be.
It said that the max you should try is 8 to see the laxative effect that it has. I ate 57. Go big or go home. I ate 57 jelly beans. Oh my. 2 days on the toilet.
It was bad. It was a bad situation.
Who does that to jelly beans though?
Who doesn't know that it happens? I was like, no. I've ate food diets before, but you could have sugar-free candy, but you couldn't have, so I was like, I've tried the Reese's peanut butter cup sugar-free. Russell Stover's has a whole line of sugar-free candy. And I read the directions, and it was like, if you eat 2 of these, and so I knew it was, when she said it, I was like, oh my gosh, you're in trouble now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. They have quite the wonderful gastro effect. It was nice and loud down here.
I hung up the phone. I got off the phone. I left her with her husband. Even he had to run away.
He had to go upstairs. I'm like, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. And he's like, why do they sell candy that makes you go to the bathroom? I'm like, I don't know. It's like they're punished
It was
girls like me.
it was so
Would I eat the
bad.
whole bag again? Yes, I would, because I never learned my lesson.
I'm so sorry. It was so bad.
I was in pain. That's the thing, because it causes like, oh my god, just the gas it causes. It's horrible. It was horrible. It was painful. It was like, that old saying about beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you eat. Same thing can be said about sugar-free Jelly Bellies. Okay. Yeah, I ate 57. Go big or go home.
Oh man, I'm crying.
Yep. So that's how we started the candy escapades, because of my Jelly Bellies.
So the only requirement I had was that not be sugar-free.
Yeah. Thank God.
Because we weren't going to go down that road.
Be careful what you ask for. You just might get it. Okay, so let's see. Yes, talk about the podcast.
There is no podcast. There's no podcast. I don't know what you're talking about, a podcast, because to me a podcast would be like I put it on and I can go clean the house or listen to something and not feel like I have to. I mean, you kind of want to interact. Sometimes you might want to, oh no, that's not right, or say something, but otherwise you just kind of go with listening. It's a listening thing. I mean, there's channels or people that do podcasts that are visual, so there is something to watch if you're just happen to be hanging out, sitting down, whatever. But I think of a podcast as something that you turn on and I can go do my dishes and I don't have to think too much. I'm just listening to the sounds of your voice. First of all, let's have a sound to your voice. I'm not saying I got the perfect voice. Don't get me wrong. I'm not doing a podcast.
Yeah,
I'm not doing a podcast. But yeah, that was a whole thing that I just was like, and I mean, I was discombobulated coming here. I'm not trying to diss anybody for not having their ish together or nothing, because I mean, I'm new to this, but they've been doing this for a little while. They've been doing this for a little while.
This is the first time you've ever done this.
So I would think you would kind of have a game plan together before, and we didn't really have a game plan. We bought a bag and said, "Don't open it till it gets." We turned it live.
And I'm here.
That was the only rules.
Yep, and I'm here with her. I had the link before.
It was like
we were chatting on this app for 30 minutes before we went live.
Well, that was just to get me to get the graphics up.
But the thing is, if you're going to be, if it's going to be like
oh wait, but we're highly successful professional people doing a highly successful podcast. So
with two people,
yeah,
it was a joke a minute. It was, not gonna lie. It was just
okay.
There was nothing scary about it. There was nothing paranormal.
There was nothing even about paranormal. Nothing. Not even an intro to it. Not.
She did
not
Ed and Lorraine Warren's name. That was it.
But I didn't know. Okay, and I was like, you were down. You were feeling bad that night, so I watched it and I mentioned that to you, and you took off. You took off and knew exactly who that was. I didn't have a clue, and there was no explanation made on that podcast to give me a clue of what that meant to anything in the world. Because I'm going to be honest, when I heard Warren, I don't know why it went to Warren Jeffs.
Oh my God, it did just now to me too, because you said
it. When I heard it, that's all. And I thought, how does this tie into
the Mormons?
And it didn't. It didn't. See, but I know it doesn't make any sense. But it didn't make any sense because there was no explanation as to who this person's was, or what relation they had to anything, or how it played into. So I was left in I said to you, the Warrens, and you said, oh, and you gave me an explanation of how they relate.
House, yes.
How they relate to
paranormal. She has empathic senses, and she's a seer type person. And yeah, I mean, I think the new generation of kids that aren't our age, would know her because her husband died from Paranormal State with Ryan Buell, which I watched every single. It was these kids that went to Penn State.
I have no
University.
idea.
And they had
maybe someone should have educated me on this subject as part of their paranormal podcast.
Yes, exactly. So
Yeah, so it was mentioned, and that was the only thing that was mentioned, and then it went into talking about
I don't know.
Bam Margera.
Yeah, because he's spooky like that.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't even like he lives in a haunted castle or nothing. I mean, come on, what was that all
I don't
about? Where did
know.
it
Is he like supposed to be cursed? Did anybody else watch that?
No, he's believed to be on drugs or intoxicants, and that's the only thing that they spoke about. So it has nothing to do with nothing about nothing. He's a trending topic.
But that's not the name of the podcast.
No.
And don't say the name. Don't say it. Don't.
It doesn't make
Good.
any sense.
Yours would be good. Yours would be apropos.
Oh, my extra. Okay,
Yes.
yeah. I was like, we've already talked about their podcast, their
Yes,
name, but
we did. You and I did, but don't say
they don't. I had an idea of why they should rename it.
yes, but no, stop it. It was a great. We should take that name.
Yes.
We
Let's
should
do that.
We absolutely should have a wildly successful.
Ooh.
Did anybody else watch it? Anybody else at all? Seem to put it on. Hold on.
Who wants to admit to watching it? Because honestly, I think the people that were there watching were waiting to see if they had first how the podcast went, and to see if it had anything to do with Sarah.
True.
Watch what? Oh, the podcast the other night, the Thursday night wildly successful podcast.
Yes. Oh, it's okay. That's
You're allowed to leave the room. You're fine.
I would leave too. No, I wouldn't. I'm lying. I wouldn't.
No.
Okay, there we go.
Look, nobody did. Sorry.
I don't think anybody did.
I did tune in. I'm not gonna lie, but I can't chat. So like when she says, if you're out there, put your name in the chat and say you're here if you got the balls or what. I can't. I cannot. I cannot type in that chat. Nobody can see me.
We're banned. If I'm watching and she's like, you're just lurkers. No. Oh, I would type you a novel. If you unbanned me, I would type you a novel, but then you would just banish me again. So what, get the kicks? No.
If you want to know if I was in their bushes lurking, I wasn't in any bushes. I just couldn't type anything in the chat.
And I'm blocked. Call me. Do you want to address that?
Hey, okay. So where was that at? On a live? Yeah, it was on a live.
A cope stream.
Who was she talking to?
Herself?
It's possible. So she's somewhere. I know she was talking about Sarah. So it had to be with Mandy, probably, right? I don't know. It's
I think so.
My mind's going with her. So she was on there herself. Even a good intention. I know you've tried to. Melissa's went in there with a kind soul and tried to just interject and give information, and it's turned out ugly. And I don't mean Melissa didn't do anything, but
Melissa never does anything. Melissa always has the best intentions, and it gets turned around on her in some psychopathic way. I don't know how it happened.
That's kind of what happened to me, because if everybody knows my story with Coley. And my story with Coley was that I was trying to show her kindness. I don't know. Y'all know I have people on YouTube that I watch or I'm friends with or whatever. And I'm kind of like root for the underdog, maybe, I guess sometimes. That's just my take on it after looking back at some things. But I saw Coley as a wounded animal off in the corner is kind of what I saw as Coley. And so I would go in there, and if she wasn't being too problematic, I'd be like, just do you're doing good. And I was trying to coax her into moving on with a subject and just keep going forward. But I found that this is where she wants to be. So she's going to stay there. But so I was in her chat for several, like I would comment, watched your video or something, because there was like nobody, and it's still that way. I just thought I didn't realize it was that way. But I'd be like the one of two maybe that left a comment, So I was trying to show some kindness and just cheer her on, I guess is the thing. This before Sarah ever happened. Then, Sarah kind of happened, and then I really thought they would work. I didn't know the depths of it. I was kind of outsider. I didn't know what was going to happen. So I was just kind of being friendly to both of them because they didn't do anything to me at that point. So why would I be upset with either one of them or pick a side, if you will, in that moment?
Right.
And so I was still in Coley's chat, and then what happened?
I burped, and it's bad.
What happened? So I was in the chat, and she just threw me a wrench, and I thought, okay, whatever, no big deal. And I did the wrenchy things, and
me too.
Like, subscribe, and it was okay. So it was me, you, Curls. There was a lot.
Melissa too.
Melissa. I only think of her as a spaghetti. I'm sorry, Melissa. I forgot you were a mod too.
Yes, she was a mod.
She was a mod. I know, but that time period was so distracting. I'm sorry. I'm not, but not trying to leave you out, Melissa. Not trying to, but so I thought I was behaving as a mod for her in the good light, and then yeah, I know, right? Never get over your friendship, your best friend. So then what happened? Oh, because I've been a mod first. I think I was Chicago's mod first and ever. She gave everybody a wrench that came into.
I modded everybody.
She modded every single person that came into her chat.
I want nobody to feel left out.
And then I was Tira's mod, and then Crowley's, and then Sarah's, and that's it across the board of anybody. But so I did, and Tira's never told me what to. You didn't even mean it, so you were. I mean, you meant it, but you weren't looking for a mod. I don't know what
I just wanted everyone to have a wrench.
So Tira was my first mod job, if you will. My, and so she's never. We don't do mod meetings. We don't do. Hey, why don't you do this? I need some cash up. I need. It was never has she even, or what to delete, what to leave, who to block. Nothing was ever. Tira never asked for any of that. So
I was mods too for a long, long time. And
so anything I do for Tira, I do for Tira. That's just a Tira thing. And some of it's a joke and sarcastic and stuff. So take it with what you will. But that's a me and Tira thing. Yeah. And then with Coley, this is my outside mod thing. So I was just like the stream, give a comment, do something, But other than that, nothing really. And then all of a sudden it just went left, totally left. And she said, I said these things in Tira's comment section, which I have the screenshots. It wasn't said, and it was not anyway the way she said it was. But anyway, and I don't care, but it changes every time she says the story. It changes. The whole story changes. What I said changes. Who saw it changes. How she saw it, or was sent a screenshot, or everything changes about and the time and what I said and this and that there. And it's funny because one of them she said about me was the Twilight Zone, and I think it's funny that this is her and Sarah's thing now, because that was supposed to be me. That was a me thing. But anyway, so the other night, and I chose this is for me. I chose, y'all, my day ones know about the Alex situation. And I chose not to speak on Alex because I really wholeheartedly feel there's a mental health issue, and that's not something I'm willing to engage in or cause an issue or make it anything more than what it is. So with that, once this stuff started popping off with Coley, I was mad, and I was like, I went on yours and I talked to you. I've talked about it on mine. I've talked about it with Sarah. I've talked about it. And then the thing with Melissa, with, wanting to eat for dinner, that turned into a whole thing. It's just, these things upset me. But then after the Melissa part, and she started going back to the Sarah, and we went all this time without talking about her. So in that time, I chose to look at Coley as Alex. And I don't mean identical side by look at her like that. But I thought there might be something going on that
Alex is, what is her channel? Alex is
Beauty is a Vibe. I'm sorry. And so I chose to look at Coley in that light for the time being, that I just wanted to if she had some mental health issues going on, I didn't want to exacerbate them and make anything worse for her than what she was personally, her own issues going on.
Right.
But the more I sat back and I've tried and I've watched and I've seen all this stuff happen, she's just who she is. And she's a horrible, horrible, horrible human being, period. I mean, there may be some mental health issues, but this is who she is. It's not like her meds aren't working this month or that she needs a med change or that, something just happened traumatic to her or, this is who she is and who she chooses to be. That's even more important, that she's choosing to be like this. So I decided talking about her now or in Sarah's chat or whatever I don't find her in the same way I did, 2 months ago in my mind that I was going to leave her as
no, she's just
as an illness versus she's just a bad person.
Yep.
And so, right, exactly, Melissa. I would agree. So the other night she was doing this live. She was in the car, so it had to be with the Mandy night because she was in the car. They were supposed to be doing. So she was in the car, but it was Mandy was running the controls or whatever, and she said, "Oh, and BTU, she and I, like, I thought we were homies, and she would chat nice things, and we would blah blah blah." And now, mind you, I want to say that there was never private messages. There was never Instagram, Twitter, DMs of any sort, personal phone call, nothing outside of her YouTube comment section or chat. First of all, I want to make that very clear.
He's my homie.
Do what?
We're homies.
Oh yeah, we talk day and night and whatever. Yeah. So yeah, I would say Chicago's a homie, and I would even put Sarah on there now. Like we're in there, and there's some other people in my DMs, but that's they're who they are. Yeah. They know who they are. So anyway, so but this thing with Coley, and we were homies. I was never Coley's homie. Never Coley's homie. I don't know where that came from. I don't know what that means. But then she went on to say that it was, like the truth, first of all, that she was just really kind and would leave good comments and engage and that I did. But then she went on to say, and she almost said the truth. This is where I get so mad because she almost said the truth, is that she then, and if you go back and listen, she takes it on herself that she felt that she was just waiting for the ball to drop. She was looking for something to go wrong with the situation because I was Tira's mod. Tira was her number one enemy at the moment. It had nothing to do with Tira or Coley in my mind. This was all in Coley's mind. And she admits that she just kept waiting. She said, but then it did. And said, I left a bad comment about her. No, I didn't. What?
Melissa's baby got M&M.
Oh, no. Uh-oh. They're not supposed to melt in your mouth, but they will melt in your pockets. No, they melt in your mouth, not in your hands, but they will melt in your pockets. I don't know where you got them from either. That's kind of scary, but they came from you, Melissa. Stop it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so she almost said the truth, but then she had to go and twist it back to where I did say something about her, but I didn't say nothing about her. No. And so it doesn't matter, but
the thing is, the conversation was between you, Curls, and Tira in the comment section.
Yeah.
And it's still there. And it's still there.
Exactly.
He's got a stash in his room.
You'll be looking for those one night, won't you?
M&M for the win.
Get hard up for some candy, some chocolate moment, and need some chocolate. That's so cute.
Oh, I wish I had a toddler.
No, you don't.
Okay, maybe not.
Only the ones you can send back home.
With a kitten or a dog.
Yeah. You can have a dog. I told you can have a dog.
Discourse. I got to stop trying to steal them off the Nest app. The Ring app.
So that's my no homie Coley story. And
Yes.
I'm sticking to it because it's the facts and the truth, and it will never change. The story will never change. And the story is that Tira came in and started an argument with Dina in Coley's chat. Curls was the only mod in that chat. Curls was like, "Please be nice, please." She's always the kindest soul. So I felt bad for her, but she was like, "Please be nice."
Yeah.
And then I went and said, "I am so sorry, Curls. If I was there, I would have loved to smash that block button, timeout button, timeout Tira. I would have loved to." And honestly, I probably would have.
Just like that. Exactly like that.
Because I would love to just, and I zing Tira
Right.
all the time. She don't say nothing. She's not mad about it. She's not upset about it.
It's a joke.
I've been zinging her with Sarah H over there. I say Sarah H, but it's just Sarah. Sarah's odd. Sarah's submarine.
That's that
I
girl
call her
from
Sarah with an H. And so I mean, we've just been having fun. She's a good sport, so it's not like anything bad, but that was just a joke too. I was speaking to Curls, but I was actually zinging Tira.
correct. She was just being facetious to Tara. But
So
that's not how Cully spun it.
no, I said she was crazy. There's a whole bunch. She's told that like 3 different times different. But the first one I remember was that I said she was I was only in her, I thought she was crazy, and I was only in her chat mod whatever to watch her to be crazy, or I don't know, something. I don't care. But it's just, stop talking about me. Stop lying about me first and foremost. The lies are insane. There's a whole short. Is it short? Is a community post. I don't video me.
Post was fucking insanity.
The one I did where she did a whole.
She did a whole thing.
She did a community post on me, right? And then I screenshot it and went. I lost my niche. I lost it, and was like, "No, Coley, baby girl, we're not doing this." Because I was just like, "That's when I get mad, I'm gonna tell you about it." But so that's on there. But you can see everything she wrote about me, and that's just a little bit of the things. When she would go live, she would call me a bitch and say things, verbally, and then delete the stuff, so but that I have captured. So there's just been so many, and she's worthless to me. Worthless. What she's done to Sarah, it could have been a 2-party thing at one point, but what she's done to Sarah and this whole thing with Mandy, ridiculous. Now, do you have anything to add? Because I want to say something about Mandy when I get my round to that part.
What I want to say to that, Coley's story changes so much. And this is just going to lead to what my banishment from the Coley world is, because I was in one of her lives with B, and I said, "When are you going to apologize to B?" That was my sin. This was the sin I committed. I said, "When are you going to apologize to B?"
Well, she was on an apology. She was kind of apologizing in that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, miss. I don't have an echo chamber, but everyone in her chat is yes men. Everyone, otherwise they get banned. All I said was, and when I tried to tell her, I'm like, unblock B so B can explain it to you. Like 50,000 reasons why she could not, and B was never blocked. So I'm on my community page, screenshotting it and uploading it, saying, "Go look, Coley. Yes, she's still blocked. She's still."
Well,
blocked.
I was typing in her chat and publishing it and then screenshotting it, and you were like, "I can't see it," so I was sending you the copies of my. No, I put this here under so and so, Melissa, or who I was, under somebody else that, and it was not there because I was
showing up. So I put it on my community, and I'm like, "Go look. You're lying. She's banned. She's banned."
And
so
it's not about unblocking me. It's about talking about me, but not letting me have a conversation about it or to respond to it in her form,
or address the fact that everything Coley said was like fairy tales and not.
There's something wrong with her.
There, it's
And I don't. Nobody has to be.
friends is weird.
But see, I thought she needed friends, and I feel like, and I don't really mean like because we're not homies, but I felt like I was trying to be friendly to her so she could see what niceness was versus this bickering, fighting. At the time, I'm going back like we're going back years now. At the because it's been
She
more
had
than a
that
year.
successful political podcast. She already knows what that's about. Never should have said those words ever.
Well, how is this thing wildly successful that they're doing now?
I don't know.
They haven't even brought it off the ground. It's like a plane taxiing to the runway and not even started its engine. So why are we wildly successful?
I don't know why. I don't know. But that's what got me blocked from everything because I wanted some justice for B. And
But you weren't being ugly about it either.
no, I was not. And I screenshot the whole, there was no ugliness. No. She just got a big head and decided, because I don't like Bliss, Chris, or Shay or anybody. And it has nothing to do with anything. They're just like not nice to me. By those standards, I also have a wildly successful podcast. Yes,
you do. I love listening to yours.
We're all wildly successful. Yes. I think it's just the way she overreacted to my asking. I mean, it was an overreaction by a mile. Like, really? And she doesn't she always say, if you were in front of my face, you wouldn't say that stuff. Oh my God, girl, I would. I would step right up to you in your private space and fucking tell you about yourself. Yes, I would. I would. And you shouldn't ask people or say that people wouldn't do that because
she says it all the time. If I saw you, Coley, am I going to make the 4-hour trip to Oklahoma? Probably not. I do go there occasionally, but
I want to come visit.
She passes through Dallas quite a bit. I mean, I have no problem saying you're screwed up in the head. You are screwed up in the head. There's something wrong with you to have all these this friend attachment. I don't even know how to put words to what I'm trying to say.
That's a good name. That's a good name.
She sucks on like a freaking leech and doesn't let go until she lets go, and then it's like,
oh,
you and your leeches.
I like leeches.
Oh no.
Videos. But it is. Why?
It's just been, if you look at the pattern, I only stepped in probably. So she was kind of this way with Britt, kind of. It was a secret friendship, kind of, sort of. We were supposed to believe that. I'm talking about what we saw, what was visible. So there was supposed to be this secret friendship with Britt, but I'm kind of now second guessing everything that was said about that situation because, I mean, why not? Nothing's been real that she's talked about in the way she's talked about it. So that's where I came in, is like she was Britt's friend and defending Britt to white knighting. And I don't understand this white knighting. I do stand up for people when I think it's wrong, but not if they're capable of standing up for themselves and can do it. That's yours to do,
Yes.
What are you looking at?
Sarah's odd. I just gotta. Never mind.
From what I've seen, Britt has spoken in DMs with lots of people. I don't think Britt called her a BFF or anything, but she was behind the scenes encouraging her for sure. And I can believe that because, I mean, if you can find somebody to be your attack dog, I mean, I'm not looking for one. And I've even told somebody to like.
Yes.
I'm not looking for anybody.
I have a leash.
I'm not looking for anybody to attack anybody on my behalf or to go out and no. So I do believe there's people that do that, though. There are people who do that. I know there's people who do that. So
and
Coley took that as friendship. Probably so.
Do you think it's possible though that Britt disguised it as a, seeing? But okay, so I can't say the other one. I can't say the other one. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was going to get this. So there was Britt and Callista and Sarah.
She said it, not me.
I said it. Callista. Callista cat. Don't call her 3 times, though. That was 2. Stop.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Did you see what Melissa said?
She didn't tell Coley she wasn't her friend when she'd say it in videos because it suited her. True.
Ooh.
There's so many people who ignore Coley. They watch Coley, they listen to Coley, that they ignore Coley. Like they don't feed that beast. Just like this new nonsense thing, you know. I mean, there's some people who just don't. Yeah, exactly. Don't say it again, Melissa. Do not say it.
No, don't.
The text messages will start. The emails will start.
I can't because
no more. No more.
It's freaking nonstop. I'm not saying it though.
Coley said Britt was her friend in real life for months in videos before Britt denounced her, and Britt was aware of those videos. I know, true. I think it got to where it was just such an ugly picture that was painted for Britt, and that having that as your friend, that you kind of have to denounce that after a while. We lost Chicago.
No, I'm here, honey. Hold on.
Okay.
That was an ugly letter S. What is an S?
What are you talking about? What is she talking about? Good morning, good morning, good morning, Lauren.
Oh I looked at that letter S and it's like,
where do you see an S?
On my face. When I closed the video, it said letter S. And I'm used to my monogram letters, and it's like I haven't been an S since I was 18.
Does anybody want her? Friend for sale, cheap.
For Chicago.
I'm gonna pass you off to somebody else. Quit.
No. I have my moments. I have my moments.
Melissa's laughing at me.
Nobody wants.
I'm gonna sell it cheap.
Uh,
Exactly. I'll send you my candies to the next one. Who's next? You can have them. Oh Lord.
God. Maybe
she knew that was sour too.
Up for a large fail, you know?
Huh?
Do we know, is that like Brit's MO to set people up to fail like that?
Brit's a funky one to try to.
That's a word. Funky. That's an adjective. Funky.
I'm not sure she has a boyfriend. I'm not sure the dog's the only thing I know exists because I've seen it. But
oh my God, you didn't just say that.
I don't know what's real with her and what's not. You know what I mean?
Sort of like imitation.
Imitation? Like the bacon bits? Ooh, I don't like those things.
She was on Steph's DMs also. Obviously, Steph wasn't delusional and didn't take it as a legit friendship. Oh, really? Really?
You're talking about Coley, though, right? Not. We're not talking about Britt. We're talking about Coley.
Yeah.
Right? Am I wrong? No.
Oh no.
No.
Oh wow.
No. There it is. Wow.
Okay, that's huge.
I can really go to Steph. I'm just curious, and no shade to Steph. I like Steph. No problem.
But Steph's well spoken, I think.
Okay, because she can go hard on the one that she wants to go after. So if you can get her to go after somebody, then it would be a hard one.
And little Bambi.
Britt did it with Coley, Callista, Steph, and Bambi?
Yes.
It's hard to believe. I don't see her having conversations with anybody.
But that's such a manipulation tactic. That's like, I don't know who that is, but wow. I'm sure it's something big that I should know about, but I'm like only 2 years to the community. So Tara and her got into it. Yeah, that was before my time. That was BS before Chicago.
So Britt got involved because she hated Tira. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I didn't even know they knew
I
of each
do
other.
know, and I don't know. I'm not in Steph's deep. I mean, we don't have any conversations whatsoever, but I've heard people admit to it, like, well, no, not even admit to it. We believe that there's someone that DM'd you that messaged you that may have messaged Steph, or that may have, there's like correlations to things.
Yes.
So I think people use Steph as, go after this person. If I feed you this information that upsets you or hits you in something I know that means something to you, then you're going to go off on that other person. And I think they try to use her to get those videos. And that's my opinion.
That's terrible because they're not seeing Stephanie as a person. Steph is not a person at that point. She becomes a battering ram.
Right.
He used to try.
In my opinion, that's what I would say.
That's
That
crap.
and I've never really looked at her like that.
I don't look at her that way
I can
either.
see what they're saying, like why they would, if they're manipulative like that, why they would try to use her for that project, but it's not how I see Steph.
I don't see Steph that either that way. I don't.
Because even when she's went after people that I, obviously like or have connections to or anything, I've never been like, that's rough, or that's just you're just doing that for hate, or I don't know. I never looked at it that way.
Yeah, I had to step out of it and look and say, oh my God, she's Lolo's age, and I'm a mom. Her, and it's like, what the hell am I doing? Come on, like snap out of it, I couldn't do it. It's even Coach Steph. Oh my God. Britt's like a scumbag.
Right?
She's a legit scumbag. Holy crap.
So,
oh my God, this broad is deficit. She's deficient somewhere. She turned on stuff.
For her talking about Peter Mon. Hello, Wildflower.
I think I heard about that, but
welcome to our chit chat. We've already tried our nasty candy, which Chicago loved, but
yeah, no, stuff does not. She should not be used as a bulldog. That's gross. It's out of pot. It's wrong. You don't use people like that.
There's so much Steph could be talking about in the past. How long has she been off, Melissa? I'm not gonna give her numbers. So she's been in school for a semester or so. But she could have said stuff, and she hasn't said anything. So if that was just her MO, was to go after people,
but that's not her MO.
It's not. Yeah, I don't see it that way.
Oh my God, I loved it. I finished mine. See, my globe is empty.
These little candies that we taste tested. Yeah. And I didn't get but a bite out of mine because it's sour as all get out in the middle. It's a gummy with sour squish in the middle.
Oh my, Britt's a freaking loser. Oh my God. I watched Peter Mott until he went away after that car accident, so I haven't really watched him.
I haven't either.
But I used to watch him all the time. But I know he loved his puppies so. Oh my God, what is wrong with? I think the self-tanning stuff probably got to her.
I just realized what she said.
I think so.
Did you see Sarah with an H? Sarah's odd. She put I'm quite convinced that there's an exhaust leak in that car.
I didn't see it. No, but yeah, I think the chemicals from the self-tanning stuff have done a number on her. She might have a lawsuit going because
she needs to go after something. The self-tanner of the thing.
Junction, what's your malfunction?
So,
wow.
What are you reading now?
Wow, I'm stunned.
Oh,
that Brit I never watched her because there's nothing I can.
I watched Brit back when she was attacking Katie Joy. That's how long ago? Like 3 years ago? I don't even know now. It's a long time ago. A long, long time ago. And
Joy has the most haters I've ever seen.
I thought she was another one in the beginning. I'm going to be flat out honest. I thought she was one of those that just had too many people attacking her and didn't know what it was. You know, she was reactive to the attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was kind of like, I watched her and I was like, oh, you are just being mean to her. But then after a while, I was like, she's this nasty person. So I changed my opinion. But that don't change my opinion on Britt, because Britt was just nasty. She would send people to the comment sections to just go crazy and ham on her. She's done it to a lot of people.
What?
Oh, I know, right? Are you in the groceries?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because she went off it was like 2 days ago. Huh?
She's a single woman. Am I right? No children, no husband, no family.
She has I don't know.
A dog.
There's a man, she says.
She's not married.
Well,
she's not cohabitating with somebody.
I think he does, in her words. I've never seen him. I don't believe he exists. That's my newfound, like, in my opinion. There's someone mentioned, yes.
How the hell does she get off telling anybody about groceries? Who are you to tell anybody about spending anyone else's dollars?
That's what she said something the other day about. Sarah's odd clips are a lot. I like to watch her more so. But she was talking about buying paper plates and paper cups. It's nobody's damn business. What if she recycles them? We don't know. That's not our problem. It's not our problem. If I had to wash for 12 kids and 2 adults, I would probably buy paper, plastic, everything. I'm not.
Yes.
I do it for several.
I do it just for me and Nick. You know, and when we have the kids come over,
do it.
Yes.
Why so many loaves of bread? Have you ever watched her make her sandwiches though? She will open a whole loaf of bread and still have to get a couple sandwiches from another pack to make all of them a sandwich. A whole loaf of bread plus part of another one. So every time you go to make them one lunch, you need a whole loaf of bread plus part of another one.
Wow. Wow.
I buy 3 loaves of bread and let them mold. Is she going to come for the...
No, put them in your freezer. Freeze bread.
I have my freezers are full. I'm telling you, she would hate me. I'm a food hoarder. If that under her terms, I'm a
oh my God, a Keurig hoarder too. Now
I'm ruining the world. Don't be talking about my Keurig.
18 boxes.
I bought 18 boxes of coffee yesterday.
Yeah,
and that was just to add to my collection. I'll tell you why. Don't. She's gonna rat me out. See, oh God, I can't never get $2.20 for 12 K-cups. But Kroger has a $2 off if you buy more than 3 packs of K-cups. So who got coffee for 20, 25 cents, and 50 cents yesterday? So we buy 18 boxes of coffee. Don't come at me.
I was going to Venmo her money and say, okay, go get me the same deal and just ship it to me. But she already bought it all.
I bought it all.
Yes.
I recycle.
Yes. A pot holder, pot kettle. Yes, exactly. You know, there used to be a commercial a long time ago for the Yellow Pages. Remember, it was let your fingers do the walking. It's a snap. Phone first.
I think some of these people are younger than that.
Just okay. Phone first.
They don't even know what the phone you're talking about. It doesn't look like this.
Okay, so call your local. Hi, do you have a pot holder that has owls on it with green leaves? Could you go look for me? I'll wait. Mm-hmm. You don't? Okay, thank you. Gas saved. Gas saved. And you're giving work to somebody on the floor that needed to go look for something and they needed something to do if they want to find themselves. Yep.
No. And I know I am fully on board with recycling and saving the world. And don't get me wrong, I'm not. But I'm not going to police my neighbor. My neighbors are throwing away 4 garbage bags, the black garbage bags of beer cans or beer bottles. Sorry, bottles, not cans. Or I would go get them and recycle.
Aluminum.
Trash truck pulls up and you hear clang, 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 clang.
Oh my God.
So that's a problem. But
that's so now I feel okay at this very moment, because then we're going to follow back to
Wildflower.
old girl who's not a friend to anybody. Yeah.
No, Coley.
No. Miley Cyrus wannabe girl.
Oh, Mandy.
So
I forgot about that.
yeah. So
I was gonna answer Wildflower's question, but go
oh,
ahead.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's a whole topic. I don't. I'm trying to not like be. I got it. It's in my head.
Okay. So Britt is like an awful, awful person who's a master manipulator.
True.
Who can manipulate. She tries to weed. Okay, so there were 4 names thrown out, right? Okay, so I can say Colley's the weakest link. Steph is not the weakest link.
No.
She tried and attempted to arm her and use her.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Tried to lock her and load her and turn her. Bambi during that time, was she susceptible? Maybe.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, if she was a stand, then she was a stand. And Meow Meow, I'm sure, weak AF is what I'm saying.
So are you talking about going after Tira?
Whoever Britt wanted to lock and load these, that she attempted. So out of 4, she was successful with. Well, Steph, I think, already had beef with Tara.
Right. Maybe. No, I do believe some of these have their own beef, but I mean, that would add to their, if you already have something with someone and someone's filling you, and you can be that mouthpiece. If someone's filling you with even more, maybe even lies, maybe, instigating more so, then it could be, 100 times worse.
Yes.
And your actions coming in.
She's a user. Abusing people's feelings, taking advantage of people, manipulator. So, okay. On a score of 0 to 10, I'm going to give her a -3. Okay. As a human being. So that's like good. Coley is just someone who can be taken advantage of because her reality receptors are broken.
That's a good thing to point out. I think Coley can be taken advantage of. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I feel bad that people try to weaponize stuff. That pisses me off.
So we got it. I was talking about Coley, and then it branched off into Britt and Steph and Bambi and Marissa, and kind of going back a little bit of how Coley was involved with Britt. Well, she was one of them, wasn't she? Did I miss that?
No.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to throw Marissa into the.
Oh no, the other one was Meow.
Oh, okay. Now, I'm not saying her name again. I did it twice.
I know I can't say it.
The bad kitty. I can say it. I'm just afraid it's gonna initiate the superpowers
and. Yeah. So the reality thing.
I don't want to conjure anything up. It's a bad kitty. A bad kitty. There's a dirty cat in the YouTube world.
Steph is a very smart woman, but the fact that someone tried to manipulate her to get her to do that, that's like that's stop trying to weaponize stuff, because I'm going to go the F off. I'll do it on my channel so that it doesn't affect me at all. See, I will. Stop trying to weaponize that child. She's not a child. She's a young lady, but stop it.
She's just young enough to be your child. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's because
Steph is not a child by any means, but she's young enough to be your child.
I can't look at her now without seeing my daughter because of the age. You know what I mean? I can't. It's like, it's that mother thing. It's like,
but it's not about Steph in general. It's about her being your daughter's age.
Yes, but it's like, because she's a sweet freaking girl, Steph is. She is, and she's very sensitive. And
good one, Melissa. Good one. Why do people always take on the identity of a cat to behave like crazy people online? Gives cats a bad name. I agree.
I act like a cat in person, though, and I've been doing it for over a decade. So
Lord, Catzilla. Lindsay.
I'm Catzilla. I meow 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 meow.
Okay, so I wanted to, I just wanted
Yes, let's circle back
Mandy.
to Mandy. Yes, to
Mandy's a
that.
dirty rat.
Mandy Bo Bandy Bonana Fana for
See,
Fantasy
that was
Fun
her
Bo
name when
Mandy.
I come across her. She was in Sarah's chat, and she was Mandy Bobandy.
Mandy.
And Sarah never talked outside of her mouth about her, and I guess their friendship just kind of drifted off, and that's between her and Sarah. But
Yes.
so then the next thing I know is when she popped up on Coley's, and I was like, it was she come up under her husband's name, something Dennis. Then she turned in this. This is all in one chat, all in one thing. She came in the husband's name, David Dennis. Then she came under Amanda Dennis. Then she came under Mandy Dennis. Then she came under True Crime Blonde. All this is all in one stream. This is not like, oh, I've seen her here, 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 here. It was just like all of a sudden was like, who am I watching? You know, it was like
What, like we're doing now, the name is just changing?
she was in the chat.
Oh.
She was in the chat of Coley's
So
chat.
how many accounts did she has many accounts then?
So like 4 in the midst of things. And this is in one chat. This is not like on Friday, on Tuesday, on this is one chat. The person kept changing until she went up on I forgot I was under my husband's account. Then she went, so she did that until she went up on the other one.
So she has 4 different YouTube accounts
at that point. So there may be more, but that was in one stream.
All right. Wow.
So then she pops up on the screen as True Crime Blonde. I've never heard that in my life, and I looked at it. It's not really a channel. I mean, you know, you makes it sound like you're a channel, I guess, in my opinion. But so then she's up there, and I was like, why is this like? And then I started thinking about Mandy Bobandy, and I was like, no. So I DM Sarah, and I was like, is this Mandy? The next morning, I didn't like get her into the chat. I just left it like I watched what went down, and then I asked Sarah the next day, and she goes, I knew you knew, because she didn't talk about it. She didn't make it a big YouTube thing and put it out there for everybody to, you know, it wasn't a big storyline. They made it a storyline, and Coley put her on there for that.
Mm-hmm.
And Mandy, Sarah's told her story, and I want you to go, if Sarah's got it posted, go watch Sarah's and listen to Sarah tell it out of her own mouth. But Mandy was Sarah's friend behind the scenes through that whole thing with Coley. And she's the one that put it in Sarah. Well, I don't even know if she put it in Sarah's head. How do I put this? So she was ghosted by Coley. Sarah was. So she was like, Mandy, why is my friend doing this to me? Why is my friend not talking to me? This is Sarah offline, not doing anybody any danger in real public, you know?
Right.
And then Mandy went and started looking for a docs, basically, not to put it online, but like looking for that private information, looking for that, the address, the state.
Correct. Mandy initiated an
Mandy did. This was not Sarah.
Mandy had a hard on for Coley. Understand that. It was all her.
She was going after Coley. And now I wonder, was she under sock accounts going after Coley too? Because I don't know. She's never admitted to that. But she was in Coley's DMs. She was in her emails. She was everywhere going after Coley and leaving her chat messages and doing all the things, going after her in attack for Sarah. But Sarah wasn't asking for that. And she's the one that did she's a script writer, a famous script writer. Don't know anything about that. Just this is her words. So she was doing all this and giving Sarah information. She looked it up, and I even had to go look at it because I was like, I don't think that's right. So it was about whether implant leakage and implant issues could cause lupus. And Mandy said no, and that's what was fueling. She was fueling Sarah, trying to say she's not really.
But it
Okay.
can. It absolutely can if your body reacts to it. It is
Okay,
a
no, that's what I
positive.
was. So what I
Okay.
got to was it doesn't cause lupus. What it does is it can cause it to show, to flare up to where they can see it. So Mandy was lying to Sarah, telling Sarah it did not have any effect and it was a full-on lie from Coley that she had lupus. And this was her doing all the research and feeding her all this information. And so Sarah was confused. She was already being ghosted by Coley. She was getting this information from Mandy that there's no possible way that Coley had this illness, as she said. And so I was like, no, but you can, it can make an autoimmune disorder show that you already had underlying. It can bring it to the surface and make it flare up. So that's not really true. So I'm counteracting Mandy. Mandy's her friend, and I mean, I understand. But so Mandy was going after Coley, and Mandy was doing all these things with Coley. But now all of a sudden, because she called her up and said, you know, I did this to you and all that, that brings her up some level and makes her honorable. And it doesn't. It does not. Huh?
Bang my knee.
Oh, I didn't hear you until you went. Okay, what's Sarah's very kind and trusting, and I think she's attracts people naturally that will use her because of that. I do agree with that. That's not on Sarah. It's just saying that she's not surprising to me that those two found one. True. I do believe that that's something Sarah can attract. That's I exactly see where. What are you shaking over there? See where you
Oh,
come
we started buying this by the case to drink. But it's not G Fuel, okay? So I'm not going to be up for 48 hours.
from. Good answer.
Oh my, yeah.
Gully
I
and
have the G.
Mandy. Autoimmune conditions are very complicated. I
Yeah.
agree. I don't have one, but I do know people who do. Most people are genetically predisposed, but have a traumatic life event, stress, etc.,
Mhm.
triggers it and sets things into motion, which is what happened to you,
Mhm.
Melissa. And that's what, if this happened to Coley, which I'm not saying it didn't, but if the way this all came about and they're saying it didn't, it couldn't, that's my understanding is that it could have caused it was predisposed and it could have
Yeah,
caused it to flare up. And that's when they
correct.
first noticed it.
So
So,
she genetically carried a marker for it.
and lupus is just the name. They're given a complex set of symptoms, but in 100 years, we'll probably know what those autoimmune conditions are that are now all grouped together symptomatically as
Correct.
lupus. Right. And
It's all, you
also,
know what? Honestly, they all do it. It boils down to, okay, this is governmental conspiracy, but it's a fact. It's the ICD 910 now billings where they just, everything is grouped under one
umbrella.
umbrella for the doc. It's, well, we can do that another time.
But I also looked up, and it's not called lupus. And they don't even have a name for it, but it's when you have the silicone leakage in a
Yeah.
breast implant. There's so many women that had those and have the complications following it, and
Raquel Welch.
they have all the symptoms. So all those symptoms, they call it something else though. I can't think of the name of it right now. It's the breast leakage. It's a disease caused by, not a disease. I don't want to say that. You know what I'm trying to say. But a condition caused from the leakage of silicone.
I'm going to tell you in just a minute what it's called.
And I think that I do believe that if that people have that, I think it does make them sick. I think it does cause a whole bunch of issues. We know
Granulotoma.
so little about autoimmune. That's true. I mean, it's
Yeah.
hard to figure it out. I mean, I don't. It's such a different, complicated. Like I said, so many illnesses under one umbrella that they just label it lupus. So it's hard to break down.
And the main
But
thing is,
so, and for me, I just want to say that through all of this, I have never doubted that Coley has an illness. If it's labeled lupus, that's fine. If it's autoimmune, that's fine. I mean, I'm just going. The illness factor, I have never doubted Coley has something going on, and she does have an illness.
Yes,
But I have more trouble with the.
Don't say it because I promised Steph. I don't want to feed into it. No, don't say it.
That's you.
I know, but no, come on.
I have more trouble with the conclusions that the inferences that she's giving us to her conclusion.
Correct. The time limit.
Timeline. There you go.
Yes. I agree.
No,
I agree.
and I'm not accusing that. See, that was Mandy. Mandy was doing that.
Yes,
that's the problem. That's where I'm drawing. Mandy's the one who was saying this is a lie. It doesn't happen like that.
Yes, go ahead.
So that was where. So I don't know. And my stepsister has lupus, and in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, because it's been many, many years. But in the beginning, we were like, she's always been that way, and not saying that she's always had this flare-ups or anything, but she's always been not wanting to work. No, not wanting to work, not wanting to participate. So it was kind of lazy.
Well, that's 75% of it is
as a kid, always getting out of the chores and doing anything, and
that's lazy.
So there was all these complaints that once it finally accumulated to something real, we were the boy who cried wolf. Was like, so no, it's not about calling just anybody. So it's a whole convoluted thing, but it's.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Green bar is at 0.
I hear you. My green bars are lit up over here. Yours. Your voice did kind of trail off a little bit in the voice, though.
That's because I'm losing it.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, no. Yes. It's.
Yeah. No, I just want to and no, you were just like, I want to be clear that I don't in Chicago's never said anything to me about that. We don't believe that she has a sickness, or that she has lupus, or any of that. That's not even been out of our vernacular that we say
I believe
anything like that. The other stuff about it, we have problems with, but that's just a personal issue.
Yes, thank you, Melissa, and I do, but I can't say anything till 2025. So thank you, best friend Steph.
She has
the paper that I made the promise on. I have to remember.
She literally has it written down that she cannot discuss this until 2025.
I do. I have it on a pink Post-it note right here. I wrote it down and I stuck it on. Because I forget if I don't look. Like, there's words I can't.
There's a deadline. There's a whole deadline for it.
Yes.
There's a timeline and a deadline.
Yes. Then I won't be breaking a promise to Steph, but I kept it binding, and I've not ever since Stephanie asked me that day. Steph said, "Chicago, could you not do this?" I said, "When the timer's up, I'll break her off." So I said, "Yes, I actually can do that, and I can, But now you just watch the nonsense that's going on. Yes, I won't.
Even though I try to give her away. That's so true, Melissa. So true.
No, I stick into my word. But that Mandy is the one.
So she started all this mess she didn't start it. She did not start it. Take it back. I don't mean to say anything out my side of my neck. She did not start it. She antagonized the situation to hell and back. And then now somehow she's Coley's day one, good, everything, homie, best friend forever. Oh, and it's just like deja vu. Is anybody else see those short and then go like, oh my gosh, how many of these do we have to see of your BFF? And it's like Sarah, Callista, Mandy, Britt. It's like, it's sickening. It's very sickening. There's something wrong with them.
I have a lot of, there are a lot of things that I see wrong with her. And none of it has anything to do with the diagnosis.
Out loud. I think there's a difference between saying someone isn't sick and saying it's wrong to tell your friend you're planning to stop and give them a hug before you unalive yourself.
Yes. Those are worlds apart, kind of different.
There was a whole plan.
That's a brainwashing mind effing torturous. Correct. No, this is 100% behavioral. This is my critique is 100% behavioral and actionable. You continue on Mandy though. I'm not sidetracking.
I am perplexed at the situation to where now Mandy is so, and they're not going. This is not going to go anywhere. This is going to end badly. They may hang on a little longer to try to prove me wrong because that's just something that's in their nature. Is like, no, it's all good. Mandy's going to stick around until Mandy's no longer useful. Coley is running her into the ground right now.
Do you think that's true though?
What?
Do you think she's actually running her into the ground?
I don't know who's running who into the ground more. Now that I say it, because
Mandy's
kind of sabotaging this situation herself.
Exactly. I mean, the fact.
Did you notice?
Okay, so I'm gonna say it. The fact that Coley gave her login to. I would have deleted the whole channel just out of spite or held it for hostage because.
I like you a lot. I let you sometimes, but you're not getting my logins. It's not happening.
Oh, I ain't giving you mine either. No.
Just saying.
Nick don't even have it. Neither is Low. It's like
it's not happening.
You go to YouTube and tell them you want my password. You ain't getting it from me. I mean, I don't even know my password. Okay, let's go.
You may have to show them my death certificate, but that's all that you're gonna get.
I don't know it. I don't know my password. But yes, to trust someone that you've only been talking to for, what is the scope of the relationship? 3 weeks now? 2 weeks?
My husband doesn't have my login information.
No, legit. I don't. I would have to reset everything because I don't know what it is.
I have his, but he just don't have mine.
But it's like
never asked for it. But
all of this it's just. I guess it's the childishness and the. Oh my God! Oh, I don't want this to seem like a bash, but it's like, again, it has nothing to do with her sickness, but her parenting skills. I call her the question as a mother.
I don't want to repeat. I know I want to, because to make it clear, there's things being
so wrong.
How do we put this? There's things being said on her channel to make her fit in, to make her seem likable to what she's discussing, I think is, but the things she's saying are inappropriate for not only for her to say about any child, but to say about your own child is like, are you kidding me?
Yes.
So there, I know it's very cryptic and convoluted.
I'll do a live one on it. On my channel. We're not going to let
Hey, yes, we're still live.
Sarah. Yeah, we're still live. Yep. Yeah, so it's just like, it's that girl, Mandy. It's like, who's zooming who over there?
I know, is it not make you think that she's probably...
That girl made her wait like a goofball for what? 30 to... Like, hello, you know the time. Me and you were, anytime we go live, anytime I've done collabs, okay? I'm gonna pat myself on the back. Jackie Sunshine, we had a little every Thursday doing makeup, right? Every Thursday.
So is that a pat yourself on the back? I'm just sorry. No.
every Thursday, with Jackie Sunshine. And so I showed up on time. We did the thing. We did everything, okay? Selfie Queen Cindy, with her. I'm on time. I'm there. I'm doing the thing. I didn't collab with Tiro, but I was just like an automatic magnet on her channel. I was just always there. Same thing with Natasha Cooper. I was just always there. Like, I'm trying to think. There's possibility that I've gone on other channels and done other things.
I don't know. And you and I have gotten together on your channel.
Yes, channel. Yes. You are a co-conspirator.
Throw me in there.
co-conspirator. Yes. And I've had other people on my, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've had them on my channel.
Mm-hmm.
I've never made somebody wait so long.
And okay, in the beginning, well, not in the
And
beginning.
now,
I'm gonna be honest. Like when you and I first did some lives on your channel, I was like, I wasn't never late, but I was like, hold on, I'm hold on. We were always in the room in the backstage to come
yeah.
together before we. It never was like wait for me, but
Mhm.
but that was just nerves, and I gotta run to the bathroom one more time.
Yes, it's nerve wracking at first. And I told you you'll get used to it, and you did. You
But
see?
other than that, no, it's not been like you reset the stream or we're gonna be 30 minutes late or talk your head off while you wait for me or yeah,
No.
no.
It's ridiculous. And it for this professional multi-platform making it big, it's like here's a check you're writing and here's the funds in your bank account.
Yeah.
Bounce, bounce, bounce,
Bouncing.
bounce. Yeah.
An
Right,
hour
right
and
in
a
the
half when you call someone. I know. Okay, so can I tell where I was at when that was going down, Sarah? I don't want to tell anything I'm not
do it,
supposed to
do
tell.
it, do it, do it, do it.
I was talking to Sarah while all that was going down. And Sarah was like, we were both checking, like, they're not live. They're not live. I thought they were going on at 7:15. So finally, somewhere,
Oh, is this
they,
the first one?
no, it was the other, no, when they told Sarah she better show her face to the stream
All
or
right, that's the
whatever.
first one. Yeah, that's the
No,
first
that
one.
one, well, they did the prelude. I wouldn't call that the first, but yes, the first Thursday night.
Be free.
Be free. So Sarah and I were talking,
Mhm.
and offline, not just we were
Yeah,
just
on the
talking.
phone.
And so Coley had done that's a whole nother thing. I don't want to talk all about you, Sarah. But so Coley got on there and was doing the calling her every name under the sun, backwards,
Mhm.
forwards, upside down. I don't want to name all those names on my channel, but everybody who knows Coley used this. See you next Tuesday. There we go.
And he spelled it out like YMCA.
The bi she has no manly nether regions to come to the stream.
Wait a minute. She has no.
Okay, I can say that one, I think, without being
Oh,
in trouble.
Richard Nixon.
His
Is that what you
chin.
meant?
No.
No.
Okay, so she said she's the ending of it is that Sarah doesn't have the balls to come on my stream. I am calling
Oh,
you out. Okay. So that day came, and my personal opinion was like, Sarah, you probably should just let this dog lie in the road and let it get stinky and let the vultures eat it and whatever, like the dead dog. Sorry, just saying. The roadkill. Leave the roadkill out there. But so we were talking, and then she's like, no, I'm gonna defend myself. I was like, okay, whatever. So we're sitting there and we're like refreshing our thing. There's no live. There's no live. There's no live. What does she say?
I'm pointing. Where was Coley 2 weeks ago when Sarah invited her on the panel?
Yeah, so that's a whole nother thing because Sarah did it first and said, you want to squash this, come on over, come talk to me, and she did not show up. So who didn't have the cojones to get up there? But anyway,
That would be Coley, Miss Nicole.
exactly. So Sarah was there, and we kept refreshing and refreshing and refreshing, and there was not even a live scheduled when we started it was 7 Central, because she was very clear to keep saying 7 Central. Even put it in a community post after she did her video. She put in a community post 7 Central. So 7 Central, I'm here. Sarah's there at 8 Central or 8 Eastern because that's where she's at. But so we're updating. No live was scheduled. Finally, I don't even know how long it was into it. It was a long time, like 45 minutes. They triple dog dare G. True story. So then it showed that there was a live coming. scheduled live, but it was like for a weird time. It wasn't like, it was like 15 after something. I don't know. And so we're sitting there waiting. And it never showed up.
Mandy texted her. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So Mandy texted her and said that she was going to mediate. Okay. Hold on, ma'am. Hold on.
Do it, B. Do it.
Hold on. I don't.
Definition of
A mediator does not get involved. They're not involved. They have, you can even know the person, but you have to be neutral in the situation. You cannot be involved and say, well, it happened to me, or this is what I did, or that can't be happening. So you are not a moderator, mediator, nothing to that situation. You belong
not in any way, shape, or form
in that. So
the non deal.
Fun fact over here. I have a conflict management specialist certificate. Yes. I spent a year in college for.
Yes.
And with that, I am a mediator in the state of Texas. So by course, I can mediate in the state of Texas. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so I know you're not a mediator, Mandy, and you can't be interjecting your feelings, your thoughts. You had, once it started, Sarah was going to bed. She's got a kid. The kid is in the, I'm hearing all this. It's 8 p.m. over her time. It goes on to late into the evening. She's putting her child to bed, doing the kid thing. She had her 2 nieces with her too. Let's just go there. If we're going to add on to all
Friday night, it had to be a Friday then.
She had children in the home and was dealing with real life that real people do, but still made the time to be there, and you couldn't show up. So there, Sarah was there. You weren't.
Just the boy.
So
what's wrong?
We're not going to have this calling Sarah out that she didn't do what she was. So anyway, so they wanted to come at her with a timeline, because once Sarah didn't show up, they said, all right. And then they talked a little bit back and forth. And then they said, all right, do you want to start or do I? And they both have notes on going at Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
And where it started and where it went to. How is that a conversation with Sarah? How is that? Was she supposed to bring notes to the party? Because nobody told her to get her notes together, and that there was going to be you have 3 minutes, you have 3 minutes, there was no ground rules to the situation. It was supposed to be first of all, Coley called her out like it was a street fight, not an adult conversation. It was literally call out, meet me at the corner, cross the line,
It's like, I'm gonna meet you yeah.
So that's how it was
my girls
brought out. And then they come out there with all these timelines and notes and stuff, and it wasn't true, half of it, mostly Coley's. And then Mandy admitted to some of her wrongdoing, but somehow that's all okay and overlooked.
Like, I have a notepad full of notes that I'm gonna that's like a setup. That's what that's called, a setup.
It was a setup. True.
It was a setup. Oh my God, look what I found.
Oh my gosh.
Who's the baby girl is that? Who's the pumpkin pie is that? That's my pumpkin pie.
I got one staring at me up here.
That's mommy's pumpkin pie.
Another one over there. Another one over there. They're
30 years ago.
They're out of the view.
30 years ago.
They stare at me.
That mama did a pumpkin pie. That's my pumpkin pie. That's my Lolo. And she loved taking pictures. I dressed her. I took those pictures.
So, Sarah, you missed a whole lot of the
yes.
The original conversation.
It's just, I know Steph doesn't like me saying that, but when I say balls of a burglar, I mean, I literally legitimately mean it. Like, if you got balls enough to step into my home and steal from me, ooh, you got balls.
Yeah.
But it's like, these two needed hate bonding.
You know what, though? I do see that this could be a great match made in heaven. I feel that Sarah is lucky that she's not part of this situation.
That's true. She dodged a bullet.
I mean, I don't take nothing from you, Sarah, that in the moment you lost friends then
Yeah.
and it was double whammy in that, but I hope you can look back on it and be like, thankfully I'm not part of that successful podcast.
I'm gonna, and I'll say what I had said before to you on the phone. Right now, Sarah Jean is batting. She's at a 0. Okay. Because as far as it's new learning about internet relationships,
Mm-hmm.
if you look into the negative corner, there's 2. And then you look in the positive corner, there's 2. So that 3 is 0. It brings it to
Right.
0. So
There's
you
3.
are, yes. So Sarah Jean, I'm saying,
Sarah
B
Jean
and
has
I,
friends we don't talk about. No, I'm just
yes,
kidding.
B and I make up for the Cody and Mandy situation more than. Actually, it still should be a +1 because I'm the size of 2.
Oh my gosh, stop it.
My tongue is still blue.
Melissa says, yeah, you lost people that weren't real friends.
Right.
Oh, anyways, if they can
Yeah,
do that to you.
exactly.
That's how I keep trying to like,
Yes,
if this is what they're showing you who they are, believe who they are and be
exactly.
thankful.
If they show you, just you need to believe it and take it at face value. Don't try and change them. Don't, because it's just wickedness. It's wickedness. You
It
are
is.
better off. I hope you realize that. Me and B make such a better tea. Sorry.
No, I don't take away that. And then I've always told
But it
Sarah
does
and
hurt.
I've told you that if she wanted to make friends with Coley,
Yes.
this was when it was Mandy wasn't involved in the situation at this point.
Mhm.
It's kind of all went left since then, but I've told her from day one if she wanted to be Coley's friend, if she wanted Coley to come on the channel and I'm her mod in there, that I would step back and I don't want to scare her off with that, or I
Right.
can behave myself in public.
Me too. I think I can.
So
Ah,
but I've never been like, you're my friend now. You have to stop talking to
yeah,
her.
no.
No, it's not like that. If she wanted to, she could go right back to it. But I hope she sees how much better off.
Exactly. We're not going to abandon her because of, we'll be there to support always. Always. That's the thing. We don't, like, my friendship doesn't come with strings. I'm not going to tell you that you can't be friends with A, B, C, or D, because you can be friends with whoever you want to be friends with.
Right.
And it does not affect my, like, with anybody. It's gorgeous. I just found it. But it doesn't, and that's a thing about friendship. It shouldn't affect real life or YouTube life, internet life. What am I trying to say?
I don't know, but
Come on.
Melissa, help me out. You're
You're always
following.
good at deciphering Lynn. It's, I know what I'm trying to say. It's like Coley tried to make it a big thing where, oh, didn't we talk on the phone and didn't
Oh
I
yeah.
say that your people are gonna?
That's why even like I mean I
No,
hope
that ain't me. That ain't me, babe.
that's why I
No.
didn't want to say anything that Sarah and I talk about offline
Right.
without her permission or anything, because that's not what I was like.
Right.
But you said, and we talked about this, and
Right.
no.
No, that's not a thing. That's not a thing now. It's not a thing tomorrow. It's just not a thing.
And it's not it's not something I see happening and whatever, but anything that we've all talked about separately or together or anything else outside of YouTube that
Right.
has nothing to do with YouTube has nothing to do with anybody else and will always be that way.
Yes, exactly.
Period.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, that's, and there's no give in between. There's no leeway, no. And I don't think comprehension skills are really good. I
True.
will use how you wanted to be the one to block T. It said that you and Curls were laughing about it, and she saw it and she took it totally. I don't know, the mental gymnastics to get from this to there. It should be an Olympic sport.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
Olympic sport.
So with Melissa
That's
saying
not adult. No.
100% loyalty and taking on any of your friends' enemies as your own, that's not an adult friendship. And I want to make it clear because, and that's something I'm trying to express too, is I don't dislike Mandy because she's talking to Coley. I want to make that very clear that nothing I say about Mandy has to do with her talking to Coley. It's what she's saying out of her own mouth.
Yeah.
And what she's doing behind the scenes and what she's doing, she's even admitting to it. She said she sent her the Cash App, and she keeps Cash App, and every day Cash App Sarah a request, which is harassment. It's not about the money even. It's about getting her attention and being in her private life and the messages and stuff that go along with it. So my dislike for Mandy is Mandy's actions. And I want to make that very clear that I didn't have any dislike for Mandy when I didn't know who Mandy was other than a chat person. I didn't have dislike for Mandy when she first talked with Coley as her co-host that night on the thing. That wasn't it. It was when she started talking about behind the scenes, her friendship with Sarah and Coley and all of that on a stream, that I dislike Mandy for Mandy's actions, period.
Yeah. She opened her mouth and showed her.
It's not because even for Sarah, it's just the stuff that she says. I wouldn't appreciate that from anyone doing that.
Exactly.
And she's doing it to Sarah. So that's a whole
well, I mean, even it's just
so it is about Sarah to some degree, but
but even looking at it, 100% everything Melissa's saying, but it's like, so Mandy opens her mouth, and everything that comes out of it is, my ex-best friend. Who the hell wants to be friends with you? Who outside of Coley? Who wants
word to the wise? That's probably why she deletes everything. Think about this. If you saw what she's done to these people as her friends, would you ever want to be her friend?
No.
Even if it were okay the first, but think about how they have all ended, every one of them. What she's done to every single person she has been friends with.
Okay, Meow Meow deserved it though. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm not saying.
I can't. I'm saying.
But even Melissa, okay, even with
that's okay, Betty Boop.
There may be some things that Tira deserved along the way, but I'm still Tira's friend. I'm not gonna be like turn against her or say anything that's going on off screen, on screen. Do you know what I mean? Right. So there's this, if you're friends with somebody, you don't have to like everything they do. You don't have to promote everything they do, but you don't have to throw them under a bus every time you turn around either. If you're friends with them.
I'm not doing it.
No.
I'm not trying to talk you out of doing it. It's like,
no, 100%.
My friendship with Tira is long over.
But that's being an adult and having adult conversations and adult friendships that
I can support her and hope she's successful and wish the best
I
for her.
think that's another thing with Coley too, now that I've said it. So like, we're not triangulating or quadding or anything with, our friendships off. Right. You and I have a friendship together. Mm-hmm. Me and Sarah have a friendship together. Me and Tara have a friendship together. I'm just going to use those because I don't want to go any further outside of our realm here of YouTube. And there's others, but I'm not saying that you have to like Sarah or Tira, or that you can't like me because you do like Sarah or Tira, or vice versa, or any which way around. But with Coley, it's if you don't like that one person, if you're not, she can only have one person at a time.
Yes.
One person at a time, not multiple friendships. And then you can't have other friendships to be her friend. It's one person at a time.
Claustrophobic? Is that what that's not what I want to say, is it?
No.
Is it claustrophobic? Maybe? No. What is it?
Claustrophobic is being put in a box or in a small space.
Okay, that's okay. I mean something like
guess Chicago's word, because she does this to me all the time.
I don't know the word. It's greedy. No, greedy? Maybe only one is allowed. That's it. No more, because emotionally not able to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm throwing out words for you to string up a.
I'm trying to come up with something. I'm trying real hard. Melissa, you are the word wizard. Help me.
She's like so eloquent.
Exclusive.
I need stuff in her library to come and say.
Exclusive.
Yeah, but it's more than that. It's exclusive and claustrophobic. No.
Do you see what I deal with on a daily basis?
It's claustrophobia. No, it's.
We do this like for a long
time,
every day. And sometimes I can win this game. I really can. I have scored. I really have. I promise you.
Yes, she does.
I have come through, but this is not one of them.
I'll think of it. It's the greediness that it's like the ridiculous ingredient is.
Stop. I think everybody gets your point.
You should be able to have many friends in school. You have many friends. You have your best friend, then you have your second best friend, third best friend, but they're all best friends. You can all be friends together, right?
Okay, but we have and you have.
Yes. Codependent. Yes.
Thank you, Melissa, for saving my life today.
Thank you, Melissa.
Give me your address and I will send you one of these.
Guess Lynn's word of the day. I was close with claustrophobic. I was kind of close. Oh, and I know. But it's just weird. It's weird because my whole life I've had so many friends. I've always had so many friends and friends of friends. And believe it or not, I was always like, keep it.
She's like,
I've always been able to make friends anywhere I go. I'm very outgoing.
No.
People adore me. People love me.
She makes people love her, or you get in a lot of trouble. No, I'm just kidding.
I threaten them. It's coercion. Those C words. I don't coerce people to be my friend. But yeah, it's like, so I don't understand.
Blink twice.
I don't.
Hold on, let me go get the yellow shirt.
I don't know what I was saying now.
Sorry, threw you off. Have you seen those where they say if you're being held hostage, blink twice?
Blink twice, yes.
Wear a yellow shirt if you're in the.
She has one friend and she sees her every time she looks.
True. But she's very self-centered. She's very okay. So on some things, she's very self-confident. In other ways, you can see where she lacks any confidence whatsoever. Isn't that the weirdest thing? Yeah. Like when she's doing her shorts and feeling of herself, she is so confident. But then if you look inside of the other things, it's like there is no confidence in herself whatsoever. And it's how do you go from one extreme to the other? I mean, I have, mixed feelings about my confidence level. I'm not going to, I get that roller, kind of like, today I'm feeling myself. I'm not today, that kind of thing. But I'm talking extreme high, extreme low of whether she's confident or she doesn't have any confidence at all.
It is black or we're back to the black or white thing. It is that. Do you remember a couple of years ago?
We adore you too, Betty.
You better not F with my kid. I got the money. I'll pull up. I ain't just going to say I'm going to pull up. I'm going to pull up.
She just said that.
Okay, so then fast forward 2 years.
Yeah.
Just the other day. I need some advice. I don't know what to do about my kid. I need. What happened to Gangster?
Well, it just happened this week. You must have missed one because there was one the other day where she pulled up about her child. There's someone in the neighborhood following her, something. Too much information, but so she was all doing the "come at me, bro" type of thing, and I got the means and all that. And it was like on Monday and on Wednesday, it was back to the I don't know what to do. Yeah. I'm not saying the day's right, so don't follow me from Monday. But I mean, it was that in a week's time, within that same week, she went from.
See, that's pathetic. Then, if the fake it till you make it, it's the thing is she's okay. Oh, we're gonna have to go on my channel. Because I really need to address this so bad.
So she can say all the bad things,
Yeah, so I can say all the
not
bad.
on my channel.
No, I'm not gonna say that on
See
your
how she
channel.
respects me. That's why we
See,
love her.
I do. I'm not gonna. Yeah,
What did I miss from Josh?
Josh said faking confidence to make her, feel it. Fake it till you make it. But the other thing is, sometimes I think she's literally civil.
Yeah, sometimes. That's
It's
crazy though, isn't it?
yes, but is that it is. It's just I guess also it's a reality check. You don't know what's true and what's not true because the queen of delete. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like we've seen, and I'm going to put it out there, when she went live and she was, and okay, so I don't know, do you, was it a grift for money? Remember, she needed to leave. She needed a hotel for her kids because
No,
her
but
husband.
she didn't put up a cash app or nothing. I mean,
Right,
I'm following what you're saying because I was there.
right.
She
So
came on and she did a whole panic,
yes,
crying,
Josh is good. Yes,
everything
yes,
about not wanting to leave her husband and
yes,
not having the means to even get a motel room for the
yes.
night.
She went live with that,
But
by
there
the
was
way.
only like a couple people in there. There wasn't like
Right,
any, it wasn't a big, huge hitter type of hit it
right.
out of the park. I don't know.
But she went live that she doesn't have. Okay, so Miss Moneybags, and like so the truth slowly reveals itself, or does it? Or does it? I don't. We don't have a shared checking account. She has no funds. She can't even leave. She can't go to a hotel for the night with her kids. She can't do anything because her husband restricts it. Oh my God! And this. Okay, so bouncing off. I feel so bad for Bobby. I'm just saying it because I've been with Nick since I'm 19, and I'm like way older now. So I'm just saying, it just brings me back to think how he's never going to have those decades with his wife because she passed, and God rest her soul.
What are you
But
talking about?
I'm rambling. I no. So
Who's Bobby?
Bobby the cat.
Oh my God, don't even get me started with Bobby the cat.
Okay, no, I'm just saying because I just thought of that because she's saying how the husband isn't giving her anything, and that's like like if Nick didn't get, if I didn't have a way to buy my own groceries or put gas in my car or buy a hotel, he's abusing me. That's like neglect or like I wouldn't be married. That's no, 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 no. Yes, but it's time looking at the sala. No, 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 not gonna happen. No, okay. I'm just saying. Okay, so I'm speaking Ukrainian. I'm sorry. Okay, you don't need to know what it means. It's just it's a thing. Okay, it's a thing. So anyway, she said that, and she didn't throw out a cash app. So what was the purpose of saying it? Please.
Everything, well, not everything, because there's the days that are good and there's the days there's she needs some sort of fulfillment. I think I don't think it's money. I think it's a fulfilling, somebody cares about her. Somebody's, when they say, oh, this is horrible, how could you feel this, give her that,
So you think
the
it's
petting, the, oh, poor Coley, oh, this is horrible, oh,
you
that
think
she
she doesn't
needs that sometimes.
so you think she needs attention and she
How
doesn't
did
get
she come on the other night and say, I'm doing this at dark 30 in the middle of the morning so that nobody's in here so I can say what I want to say? I lost her. I lost her. She's gone.
dark 30 in the morning?
She does. Don't make me do it. So she says, I need to do this at this time, dark 30 in the morning. So,
Okay.
so that I can get this off my chest and nobody's interrupting me with the chat and I don't have to read it and all that good stuff. And then not it's not even 10 to 15 minutes. She's like, where are you? Hello, who's out there? Comment in my chat? You can just say F you if you want to. You just give me something. Just tell me you're here. It's like, who are
Wow.
you talking to? The ones you
Yeah.
told not to be there? What did I do?
Sarah with an H. Hi.
Huh?
Sarah with an H is here. She's driving and
Why
listening.
can't I not?
Like
Okay,
we're a podcast.
so I have no comments over here. So over here, I'm using my phone, but I
Oh.
cannot. It says I can't go to, you know how you do live chat and top messages, and I just turned off all the messages. I can't switch it to all messages on my phone. When I do that or hit this other button, it's like community moderation and chat filter. And how do I make everything? I might have found it.
I don't know.
But I'm like, I can't see Josh. I see every third Josh. I don't see the ones that y'all are talking to. And I'm like, this is not right. I can't see this
I'm
stuff.
sorry.
Hello, Sarah with an H. I spoke your name 3 times and you showed up.
You see? You see what I mean? That's why I'm like, it's like,
It's a whole joke. If you're late, you missed it.
Melissa knows. It's just, to what end is she saying this? To
Read
what
Melissa.
end?
Read Melissa.
To what end? I don't understand. Oh my, yes, right, yes, they
These
were.
are not
Yes.
Cully gummies. Stop it, Melissa.
Yeah, it's.
Wait, we would be like this.
And then she blames people because she ate a bag of gummies. Okay,
Like,
look. So I took so I ate those laxative-inducing diet
jelly beans.
jelly belly beans.
Oof.
Because I ate 57 of them, and I only ate 8. But okay, that's my fault. That's my fault. I didn't read directions, and I never had to read directions before until, But it's like, then she gets mad at people. Like, why did you let me go live? Why did you let me talk?
Oh yeah, and then she's still there. And this is the new one.
She was.
I'm gonna be ugly because this is me being ugly. I'm gonna preface it right now. This is me being ugly.
Yeah,
but please don't eat things on screen while you're doing live. I mean, come on now. I cannot. I just, that is like in the.
Here's the thing. So, like, I look at those.
I can't.
Kardashian nails that she's put on, and it's like, I asked B. I said, "No, I'm a fake nail hooker. I love the fake nails. I have a backpack full of them. Gave them to my daughter. I said, go through them. How do you wipe your ass? How do you wipe your ass? How do you wipe your badge without cutting yourself and getting, you know what I mean? You need to get a nail brush in there. Okay, you have to scrub a dub 3 men in a tub.
Maybe she uses her toothbrush.
Why would you say why? Oh my God! If you don't close, okay. I'm gonna throw my back out like from dry heaving. Thank you. Yes, and I used to wear the long nails, and then I realized even short nails. So this is the first time I have nails in my life, real nails. That's why I'm having problems nail polishing. So I don't want you to see. But there is stuff. It is so unsanitary. It is so unsanitary to be doing that. And then that's the thing with the. We don't see you for 4 days. It's because you probably have some sort of.
I just realized what you were saying. So her licking them out when she's doing it. She's getting a little extra. There's a little extra in those nails.
Here's the book. Here's some dishwater from doing dishes earlier. It's why? No. They're disgusting.
It is.
Somebody told her they look cute, and they don't. And she's
Melissa, you had to throw something else at me. Huh? She is the most well-rounded person I know in life.
Who?
Melissa.
I think so too.
She was a pianist.
Yes. Well, you know what? If I could
I
play
can't
the
type
piano,
with nails on. I know people use the nail to type, but I can't type with nails on.
oh, my, low can
I'd
the
be
kids,
pushing
the
every
kids
button.
that are brought up, it is true, Melissa. You don't want to see it, but we see it.
Tell your
So,
husband I said so too.
yes, exactly. Me too. Don't forget about me. But yeah, so the generation that grew up with computers, like not us,
Mm-hmm.
where they're into school, like I remember crying because I was failing typing in medical assisting school. And I had to learn how to type. And I was crying. I was gonna fail the whole pod because I couldn't get down the lazy fox jumped over some, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't get my words up to 35 words a minute. She presses them on when it's video time. You think so? Stop laughing, Melissa's husband. It's the truth.
It's so true.
Mhm.
They're press-ons? Seriously? I thought she learned how to do them like Tira did with the acrylic stuff.
Yeah, that stuff like.
Oh, I assume.
But it's still,
You had me convinced, Sarah.
it's not. It was a fad like 3 years ago. Hello, 3 years ago, that was the thing. That's not a thing now.
What, the long nails?
Yeah, that was like a Kim Kardashian
No,
thing.
they're still wearing them.
The
There's
coffin,
certain
not
people.
like that. Not like that. And the thing is
But
she
you only
does
notice them because they're doing this act all the time.
exactly.
But you have you ever
Stop
watched that?
covering your mouth.
Did you ever watch that lady that does the Kardashians? Like she plays all the Kardashians. I know she comes up in my recommended. I'm not even
Oh,
like
wait, she's a
good.
comedian.
Yeah.
I've seen it
Or,
before. Yes, I know who
but
you're talking.
she plays like Kim, Chloe, Courtney at the like having salad, doing the salad. But when she does Chloe, she's got the long nails, and that's the Coley move to me. She talks like this, but she has
Like
post-it notes.
Edward Scissorhands, man. It's just it's deficient. It's not appropriate. It's all I see is bacteria and listeria.
Well,
And
if you're gonna be, there's people who can pull it off. They usually have not not generational money that you don't talk about because it's generational money.
people unclear the concept.
No, so there was a whole thing the other night about people who are born with money don't talk about having money.
True. Because it's
Um,
tacky.
it's tacky. She even said it's tacky. That's right. I agree. There's a whole thing.
Yeah. But it's like that ain't
Uh-oh.
it. And I think it's because she's using the nails as a co-host. Is that what I wanted to say?
No, a co-host, a
Yeah,
cover-up.
no, like a co-host is like a secondary thing.
Oh, is she
Right,
got the Lammy? Is she that old Sherry?
yes, yes. You know, like they're a thing to use. It's a co-host. No, it's
It's like a puppet, like a ventriloquist. Oh, here we go, Melissa. This is my game.
yes. So it's like when she's talking, she's
doing the puppet hand motion.
yeah, she does. If you notice her words, they do like this, and it's like, who's talking, her or her name?
Right. Hold on. I'm still on. I'm going to get something.
Okay.
I'm getting the dogs.
Bitty.
I'm getting the dog treats.
So it's just weird that crutch security blanket. Yes. But right now, everybody, put your hands by your mouth and try to time the clicking of the hands to the word.
You think that's the problem? They're out of sync?
It's distracting as all get out.
It is very much so.
Try it. Unless you talk super slow and are real good. Okay, so walking and chewing bubble gum is not my forte. Okay. Hi, baby.
I had to get the snacks.
Got the rest of the nails the second. Yes. But you see, I have it because I busted many fingers.
What?
So my fingers are crooked.
Oh.
And I've had those crooked nails and they just bother me and I just like try not to look at it. But yes. You see, it's very uncomfortable to do that. No, try it. Try it.
No.
Try to make your hands match your lip.
Try to make the hands match my lips.
Yeah, you see, you didn't do it either.
See how she does me? Do it. No, you did it bad.
No, I can't do it either.
Quit.
It's distracting. It's like a big old joke.
But that's not why she's doing it. And I get what you're saying, and I get that, but it's just a whole, and that's a whole nother thing. I have some dental issue over here in the back on the side. Yes. Mine are from abuse and things that have happened, and I have an eye problem. I have an ear problem. I have on the side of my mouth over here from physical abuse. So I am not criticizing the fact that she has no teeth or has a dental issue.
I'm not doing that either.
Nor for Mandy either. But when you make so much attention to that, it's all you can look at and see and think. And I mean, I'm not trying, it's just draws too much attention to it.
Yes, it does. It really does.
And then we have, but I think, yes, she wants the attention. I agree.
She wants it to. And I guess maybe because I'm comfortable being me. I'm comfortable in my own skin. Yeah. I just drew my eyebrows out with a pencil before we started. I have tiny teeth. I have a big nose. I have a double chin. I might have 3 or 4. Hold on.
She was on there and I was doing something else on another screen and I came back and I said, "You have eyebrows."
And it's like, but accept me for me. I have a hard time with, oh my gosh. I have a hard time with, you have to accept yourself for who you are. The only way you're going to be happy with anything is you got to love yourself first. You can't love anyone else until you love yourself. Not just like yourself, but you have to love yourself. Everybody's different. We're not supposed to be cookie cutter. We're not supposed to be, pretending to be a Kardashian. We're not supposed to be pretending to be, one of the Trumps with tons of money, or Bill Gates' wife or kids, or Elon Musk's mistress with money. It's, you have to be comfortable in the skin that you're born in.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you don't stand a chance.
And I know that it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable for me. It's uncomfortable for anyone I know that has an issue of any sort. But you either have to be comfortable enough in it or don't put yourself out there like that. And I'm not saying she should hide by any means. Huh?
People still say the meth mouth thing about her.
She says that, but I have not heard one person, or read, however you want to look at that. I've not heard it or read it, but she says that it's a thing. And that's not what I assume. But
right. I haven't seen anybody like she says there's things in the comment sections. I make sure that I look at those comment sections. Yeah. It matches the number. I know you have to hit newest first now to make them all show up because YouTube made changes. I haven't seen that. I know the inference was there.
Oh, Melissa. Recaps with Bobby reposted the meth mouth video 2 weeks ago. So that probably brought it back up, is what it brought it back to the forefront. Because that was an old topic. So
it was literally, wait.
But it's I'm not trying to, but it was from another past, I'm trying to understand and not trying to, so it was said, and Bobby did a video on it back when it was before the hiatus. So Bobby did a video on it and then now re-uploaded it and made a thing again, or somebody else did it again.
Oh, because everything came back into the algorithm, probably. Yeah,
Even Sarah says meth mouth is too far. Yes.
yeah, it's just
I
it
think
doesn't
though
happen.
anybody who doesn't know her and just comes across her organically,
Mhm.
that it's hard to when because the only thing she leaves up and she doesn't leave the real Coley, the manipulative Coley mostly, you know, the where you might see her in a different light. The ones she leaves up is the one that she's doing the with her
The
whole
hand
chest
kung
thing.
fu. The
With
hand
her whole chest thing. So if people are coming across her and only seeing that and then noticing that
Mhm.
there's an issue going on without knowing her story or why there's anything going on, it's kind of, I mean, it's not nice and I don't agree with it, but I can't blame them for wondering. It's a whole issue today with meth mouth, and I'm not talking not about you, Coley. This is not about
No,
you, but it is a whole issue. So for someone to see
no.
that and say that, it's not nice or right, but I can kind of if it's someone from the community, it's they should know where it come from or what's going on. But
Yeah. I mean, dental issues are a thing. They really are. It's a legitimate thing, and but when you do that, you just draw more attention to it.
yeah,
You know, like try speaking without. You can do it. You can train yourself to do anything, can't you? I used to do the Farrah Fawcett smile all the time, and then I lost like 4 or 6 teeth, and I don't do it. You know that smile?
yeah, I don't
You
do a
don't
big
do it.
smile. I try not to big smile. I mean, I have all my front ones and stuff, so but it's not. I
No, see, mine
still
are
don't. But you can train yourself to not sort of because like not I don't want to call her out, but Tira's lost some teeth recently, and she's able to
got punched in
cover
the
it.
face,
She's able to cover it
right?
without being
Oh,
accused.
yeah, but it's like, but then and then that Mandy, it's like, why? You
Yeah,
know, it,
I don't. But I think okay, so and I'm not to say no. Okay, if you so just recently, I'm just trying to play devil's
wait a
advocate for
minute.
half a second.
She
It's
was
not.
supposed to be getting her. She did that
I
whole
know she's
video
supposed to
showing
have her
teeth.
teeth. I know I'm not. That's a whole nother. So, but Coley did a video about nonsense the other day, and she doesn't know nonsense. I'm not saying I don't agree with nonsense. That's not my cup of tea. But I'm just gonna say she came out there all with her whole chest for LB about to nonsense. So if someone picked up on that she was they were talking about her nonsense from that community, a whole different community, and now you're
Oh,
talking hatefully to their leader. I'm not trying to I'm just saying so if you're over there in that community and someone's talking about your creator that you follow
nonsense.
and come over and watch this, you're going to come with a negative opinion to start with to Coley's stream. Then you're going to hear all this bullshit about your creator that you follow. And should they come low with the blow on the meth mouth? No, but it's more likely to happen. I mean, I see where they come in that way. I don't think it's anybody that's truly in Coley's ex community or our community, if that's a thing. I mean, I feel like I'm in several communities, but I don't think it's right. But and them coming in with that, where does Coley get off coming at somebody that she doesn't know and saying the things that she said about that woman? She doesn't know her. She's never watched her content 1 minute of one day, and she's not my cup of tea. I'm not defending that woman because she is not my cup of tea.
What woman?
Nonsense. Becky. I don't know her.
Her
She's
name is
infused with EKC. She's on. There's a whole.
okay.
It's a whole nother pond over there.
Okay. So nonsense is a whole person.
Yes.
That makes
It's a
sense. Everything you're
channel
saying
and a
now.
person. It's a channel and a person
I
named
thought you
Non.
meant that she was like talking nonsense, and I'm like,
No, I'm sorry. It's a
no, the whole
person
time I'm like trying to put together what are you talking
a creator under the name Nonsense.
nonsense. Okay, this makes sense now.
I know I'm trying to it's like, how do I bring this over because it's not even my community. It's not where
Right.
I know these people, but so them coming over from that, it's kind of like, I could see where they'd be pissed, coming into it.
Maybe that's all she knows how to do is attack people. It seems like she wants to do positive things, but it never goes right for her. And I don't understand, like, the channel members and her mods and everything. Why do they? She likes to say that a lot, that they call her out on things.
Who does? I can't call her out. She has me blocked.
Right. She says it like it's a fact. She states it as it's an absolute. It's
Okay.
cut in stone.
I have told you, and I'm going to tell you, and I've told Sarah, and we've off the screen, and it's just if we were coming to do this collab, this live together, what have you, and you did that last night where you went after Sarah and did all the names and the street fight mentality, I would feel uncomfortable coming into this live today. Do you understand? I mean, I know it happens and you're a whole person and can do what you want, but then to come in and for me to attack that person too, she brought Mandy into that live, and then Mandy went after Sarah and didn't say. So Sarah texted her back that you two are fools expecting me to wait an hour and a half for you to come on live. Fools. She said fools. She didn't call them a see you next Tuesday. I'll be this or that. All the things that Coley had just called her. But yet Mandy got so freaking offended and went left and off that they were called fools by Sarah. Make it make sense. How can you come at someone like that and condone that activity and behavior and then be upset that someone called you something? It's just that there's too much going on with Coley she has no right to be offended about anything anybody says about her, or that she's done too much. What I do now?
No, they got personalized plates for the truck. I'll send them to you afterwards.
We have some too.
These are so cute. So if you ever get stopped by me,
I mean, lots of people.
I'm not going to dox my
about the Bobby thing. What? Plenty of people call her out. They just aren't around anymore, right? Once you say even one thing, you're gone. You're blocked. You're done. I think Coley is involved in so many different communities and fights so many different people. She is making so many enemies quickly. I don't even think it's quickly. I think she can't maintain a relationship with anybody to save her life.
Yeah. She's all about the white knighting of Al, right? Not on my watching. What exactly are you going to do about it? What exactly? And I am the pot calling the kettle black. Okay, I am doing that right now because I've actually done that. I called out, and it's like, come to my face, and you know what I mean? And it's like, I've been that asshole. That was me. I done that. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. I've done that, and I look back at it now, and it's like,
for what? Why?
You're an idiot. Like, people need to know how you act. I'm supposed to be better, right? I'm supposed to portray myself better online than I actually am in real life.
Right.
A lot of people do. But it's like, I'm that obnoxious, loud, rowdy.
I don't want to be fake by any means.
No,
I think I say more cuss words than I want to offline.
Yes.
but aside from that, I don't think I'm a different person offline. I hope not.
No,
anyway.
You're not. No, you are inherently the same person. You always have been. But it's like, she says things she doesn't remember. She changes stories.
Bless you.
It's, if she didn't delete everything, she could go back and look at it.
I don't think she wants to see it.
She doesn't. I don't think anyone has ever given her constructive criticism in their lives. I don't believe that. I don't believe for a minute anyone has ever given her constructive criticism. So I don't think. I think if anything is said, it's like a knife wound, like,
I I don't think she could even handle constructive criticism. And I mean, like you're saying, like that everything at her is, and I used this reference in one time because she did a short and it just made me think of it, that she said something about being cut. She's the one that's backed herself into a corner, wielding the knife at everybody, anybody, don't, cutting everybody as they go by and around for no reason. They could just be passing through and
She
she's
found
just,
a saying she likes and thinks is cool. Don't bleed on people you didn't cut that didn't cut you.
yes. She's cutting everybody, even if they didn't come. Melissa
the
had
assailant.
spaghetti and she cut her.
Yeah, she's the assailant, whether she knew it or not. And it's like, and it's just, okay, so like the whole Melissa, with what she did with Melissa, that is because she wasn't paying attention and she didn't care enough.
But that's the same thing she did with, and I'm not, Melissa's was a whole thing. Mine was a
Did
whole
not
thing. But that's the
care
same with,
enough.
she didn't care enough to go read that comment and understand what I wrote either, or to,
Right. She doesn't care enough about anyone who she claims she does. There's no,
because even though, and I want to say I did it before Melissa said she was making spaghetti. I want to say I did, and I can be snarky sometimes. Or what was Steph called me shady, I think, or my word. And that's something I did, not me in general,
sometimes, yes, you can.
but so at some point I did say she was going to do a Coley thing, a reckoning of whatever her, her way of doing things. She was going to do a Coley thing, and it got Steph.
Okay.
And it got postponed, and I don't remember why or
yeah.
She had to work, or I don't know, something came up, but it got postponed. I was like, oh darn, and I was making popcorn for everyone or something. I did that before the spaghetti thing came out. So is she in her mind twisting things to a point?
Oh, that's right. That's right, because she said that's how she interpreted it.
And then she went back and said that's how she interpreted it. Well, I actually
physically was making popcorn for everybody.
That's not right, but I actually typed it into a chat or comment section, and then next thing you know, Melissa's getting dragged for making spaghetti, and then the next thing you know, well, it wasn't even the next thing. She waited a long time to come out with her explanation. That's it. She has to think it to twist it through somehow, because the explanation didn't come out right away. But when it did, I took it as you like making popcorn for,
it was
for the party.
Inappropriate. It was so inappropriate. If she cared, like she says, oh, I love everybody. Okay, stop. You don't love everybody. Everybody's not your honey, baby, sweetie. Your name isn't Flo from the diner. Okay.
What's that?
Oh.
What is that?
That's my ringer.
Paranormal podcast starting soon. Woo. The ghosties came out.
It sounds like it, right? She just needs to stop texting. It's my daughter. I muted it, but you could still hear it.
Lolo, we're talking. Oh,
wait.
So have you seen her do the I've told people I'm sorry or I apologize? I'm like, where's my apology? Melissa did get
Melissa got the most half-assed apology.
Half-assed. I don't even want to call that an apology, but I'm in Coley terms. She said she apologized to Melissa. Is that better? Because I'm not trying to say she did. I'm saying she alluded to she apologized to her. But I don't think she did. And then it's still on her community tab.
Yes, that nonsense is still there. Not the person nonsense, but the nonsense that came out of her mouth.
Let's not get confused.
Came out of her mouth. No, you didn't get an actual apology. She told you she apologized, but it never surfaced. That's why it was the most half-assed apology I've ever seen.
Coley knew that I agreed with the subject of the live Steph was doing on her. It's what I went into Coley's chat to say directly to her. So it's like she forgot that I also gave her the feedback myself. I didn't just turn on her. And see, even though and I cut you half off there, but that's the same thing like with the Tira situation. I was still going to be in Tira's chats and comments and stuff. I didn't say anything negative about her, but I'm still going to support this area of the place I've always been in, and you know that I've always been there.
Right.
But I didn't say anything negative on either way going back and forth.
Correct.
So I didn't get the opportunity, but that's exactly. Melissa never did anything negative to her in her own, even outside of her chat. I'm not trying to say that either, so I want to correct myself. I just think she's back to that exclusive thing. You have to be exclusively hers, Melissa. You can't be in Steph's chat anymore if you're going to be in her chat, kind of thing. And it's not how it works.
Functional that is. Like, these are skills you learn as a child, making friends, how to make friends and play well with others. This is something she should have already known how to do. And everyone knows Melissa and Steph are like this. Everyone knows it. But I'm going to make you a moderator.
I think she did that hoping. I really do think
that be my best friend now.
Because she got Melissa, she got you, me, Curls. Those are Tira and Steph combinations. Because I've been in Steph at that time. I was in Steph's chats and different things. I really think she was trying to circle the wagons, and she really thought she was going to get us to be exclusively hers.
That's what she thought. That making moderators is going, that means you're automatic friends and you have to stick up for her and take up for her. Because she was being very bad to you. I do remember commenting to her, stop abusing my mods, you know. I do recall that, because she was being an ass to Curls, to you, and you guys were like my mods before you were Tara's mods or her, you know what it's like. So it's like, if you want to play the mod game, okay, game on. They were mine first, so in your face.
Steph has a right to speak on it and defend herself, and of course, as her friend, I will be there. Absolutely,
100%.
No, you did not get an actual apology. I do not want to make that like.
No,
she tried to allude to the fact that she did give you an apology, which I never. It didn't come across to me as an apology. Anything she's ever said or done.
And during that time, that's when I paid attention. I used to pay attention.
Sarah, you are Tira's best friend, and we all know it.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm so kidding. She said, how did I get to become Tara's best friend? If you don't go against somebody, you're their best friend. You're the best
friend. No, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean that. No. Oh my gosh.
She did it.
No.
I heard you.
I didn't mean to say that.
Anyway.
He was evil. Oh, no. I'm just, never mind. I didn't say that.
So.
But yeah, like a devil. That's.
I think if you had, there's people who just don't like Tira, and this is not a Tira stream by any means. I mentioned her because she's someone I talk to. I have, I'm her mod, whatever. But the thing with Sarah being her friend is supposed to be a way to make people go after Sarah, to make people look at Sarah negatively.
That's what that was about.
Just be yourself, Sarah. I mean, we know what the truth is behind the scenes and what the best friend thing is, but I mean,
it's horrible that you had that experience.
I've been with Tira almost 3 years. How long has it been? 2.5?
Is here. She can hear you. That's my BF. Tira, come out of the bushes.
Tira's in secret hiding spots. So it's been a long time, and ups and downs with Tira. I mean, not with Tira herself, with the community around focusing on Tira. And I think people assumed things about me because I am in Tira's chats. So
many.
But over time, I don't think I think they've come around to where I am my own person. I don't support everything she does 100%. I am not, what the heck is that one? A cat. Oh my gosh.
Kitty on my head. She couldn't put down.
She derails me, Melissa. She derails me. I'm sending her to you.
Yep.
This was all after Coley came on crying, wanting to change the direction of her channel and do better. Totally forgot about that because it's been such a roller coaster. And do better. Of course, I support her doing that if she means it, but it doesn't change the past and stuff. Absolutely. Do you see any difference in that channel since that change of events?
It's gotten worse.
Was still defending herself from the Calista stuff, which whether Coley likes it or not, she was very much a part of. Very much.
She was. And pushing agendas and lying for her friend. And y'all stop hating her. What do I have to do? What do I need to do? What do you need from me to make you? That's not how this works.
No.
Well, if you care about me, then you have to care about her. Who does who does that?
But okay, that's even something. So look at the scenario of Callista being involved, and that's just I was still kind to Coley and Melissa too, but still kind to Coley, even though we know some background underlying issues with her friend, Coley's friend, Callista at the time. But we still didn't take that out on Coley for who her friend was. Does that mean?
Because nobody does that. Who does that? Who?
Coley?
Who?
Nicole?
But who?
You ask who?
I know.
You fucking hoot out.
It just shocked me when she was doing those screams. What can I do to make you forgive her? Literally saying,
"Oh,
if
I
you're
know,
my friend, and if you're my supporter, you need to just accept her because I'm vouching for her. I'm telling you that this is the way it is. It's not how life works. Who taught her that? Is she teaching these things to her kids?
Yep. Begged her to look at the evidence and
I guess I gotta go sleep.
Only that she'll look at the evidence if it suits her agenda.
Yeah.
Because like in the end, it was like
I
used that against she dropped, let's just be real. She dropped Callista because Callista spoke to Sarah in a cordial way.
Yes.
No friendship going on there, but spoke to her in a cordial way. Coley got, you can't be my friend anymore. It wasn't about those emails. It wasn't about that situation that she cut Callista off. She cut Callista off for speaking to Sarah.
Yes. It was purely out of spite. It was purely out of, how dare you like my enemy? How dare you? There's no middle ground. It's just like, this is my enemy. You're supposed to hate my enemy too. And you're not supposed to like her. You're not supposed to talk to her in the comment section. You're not supposed to be doing any of that.
But it's on her whim too. So it's not like just because because there was people who went against Callista months before Coley did, right?
Yes.
So you were supposed to still like Callista as long as Coley liked Callista. But the minute Coley didn't like Callista, you were supposed to not like Callista anymore.
Correct. Nobody lives like that. That's not a thing in real life. Nobody does that. Hello? Whoever taught you that is wrong. They should be spanked and put in a timeout. Whoever taught you that that's a thing, if your mom taught you that, tell your mom to call me because your mom's wrong. Okay, your mom is wrong.
With that real life, meet me on the street again. Tell your mom to call me.
Yes. If your mom taught you that, if that's how you were brought up, and you were brought up wrong, and I'll tell your mom why it was wrong. I'm not kidding. Tell your mom to call me. I'll tell her. It's wrong. Nobody does that. And it's part of being an individual. You have to think for yourself and be okay. But yeah, her mom's just wrong if that's who she learned it from.
Oh yeah, that I want I'll make that clear. Callista told Coley that she wasn't going to be disrespectful. That's all, not friends even with Sarah. It wasn't about a friendship. It was just she came to her as an adult and said, I made some poor comments and stuff, she made amends to Sarah in a way, but not as a friendship thing.
And it's nobody's job to say if somebody said something that hurt Sarah. And then if that somebody wanted to apologize for hurting Sarah, that's on Sarah to accept or reject.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah should not be influenced by anything I say, you say, the community at large says, her husband says, her dad says, her mom says. If it was directed from person A to person B, it's up to person B to decide. You're going to forgive person A, or you're going to put them in a timeout. And not, it has nothing to do with anybody else. It's between two people.
I'm not even going to hold it against Melissa if she accepts that apology for that spaghetti.
Exactly. And there was no.
If he says it's an apology, Melissa takes it that way. That's what it is.
No, it wasn't an apology.
One.
There was never one given. Never given. Never given. No, and it's
screenshot of
and now it's a moot point. It doesn't make sense.
She could ever sit at the lunch table with the enemy of her friend. But she is sitting at the lunch table with the enemy of her friend. Well, no, it's her enemy's ex-friend. No.
Yes, yes. I do recall seeing that. Yes.
She says a lot of childish things, though. I mean, like, even the way it comes across is like, you would expect that from the child, not from her, the preteen kids, or the.
Yeah. That's why I don't know who taught her these things, how she. So, no, I'm not going to go there. I was going to say no. But no. I don't know who taught her that these behaviors were okay, or that they were necessary, or if they were a needed thing. Just the fact that she cannot take criticism, not constructive criticism, not, girl, check your eyebrows. They're just a little whack. I love them. I love them all. Love them. That means Honey's home. It's either Honey or the mailman. Or both. Oh. Yes. 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 Exactly. The mailman. Correct. Yes, Melissa. Yes. Yes. It makes no sense. And it all goes back to individualism, being happy with who you are. Who are your, they're my people. Did you buy them?
They hate.
Were they on eBay? Did they come with a contract? Is there an NDA included with that? They're not your people. They were people before. You don't get the run of Melissa and B. They're not your homies. No.
I'm a homie. Stop it. She said so.
No, it made me want to puke, because you've never been a homie. And it's like, why would you put that in the universe for anybody to think that, I was going to say your standards are so low, but that was like really mean to say. But I didn't say it.
Hey.
No.
But if I'm the homie, then her standards are that low. Come on.
No, I didn't say it. But she could have.
You heard her. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it.
Shouldn't be that with adultest friends. Oh, right, but I don't think she knows that. And she uses. I'm not going to say that either. If you're incapable of sitting at a table with someone, yes. Exactly. Just leave. Just leave. If it makes you that uncomfortable, don't turn it on. Walk away. Walk away.
So,
see, I keep going in her chat, because I hope one day she's going to unblock me. So when I'm typing, she'll be able to see it. I know you're just out there lurking. No, I'm typing. You just can't see it because I'm blocked. Oh my! And then that one stream, she was doing it like 3 a.m. and she's like, "Chicago, I know that's you. You clipped it. I was asleep." And you were laughing. Do you remember that? Where she thought for sure it was me trolling her doing something, and it's like, nah. You were like, no, Shai's in bed. She goes to sleep and she don't wake up till 11 in the morning. No, Nick makes her egg. No, she don't get up that early. But she was sure it was me trolling her, doing something to her, and it's like, you got Chicago on your mind far too much.
Too much.
far too much. You have Chicago of the brain, and that's like bad. Don't. Yeah, that's just
She gives
no.
a lot of energy to people who don't even think twice about her.
Exactly. It's like I don't. I don't.
The most I think about it is when she makes it a issue. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, what do I need to pay attention to?
Here's the thing: she doesn't just make things issues; she turns them into subscriptions. Like it goes. It's like stretching Laffy Taffy can.
Stretching the happy.
You know, you stretch it and then you stretch it and you stretch it more to make more out of it. That's what it's like. And she doesn't know. Yeah, I have things to say, but we can say it on my channel because I'm not going to do it to you. I refuse. It's just bananas. It's bananas. And that girl going along with it and feeding into it and absolutely like, here's my feelings. Like,
That's the hard part.
that girl came in and was railroading her, like, change the name of your channel. Sarah. So I think that I don't want to call her True Crime Blonde because she's on a paranormal podcast. So shouldn't she be like,
is it True Crime? I mean, it's so, yeah. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Do what?
Ghosts committing crimes. Ghosts can't commit crimes.
Yes, they could. Well, they could, I guess.
I guess
in their ghostly form.
Exorcismed. No, not exorcismed. But you know what? Exorcismed. You're exorcismed.
Oh, here we go again, Melissa.
No, God. Like the ghost isn't exorcised yet, but it's in you, making you do things. You're, what is it called? You're a hostage? No, you're not a hostage.
No, I know what you're saying. Now you got me too many words thrown out already.
I'm a hostage. You're not a hostage. You're a hostage. Think of Ghostbusters.
This is what she does to me.
Speaking to ghosts. That would be a blonde thing to do.
It's in my head, all the things you're trying to say, but they're not coming out.
Like a host, yes, like a ghost host. Like, there's a word.
I'm done. I'm giving up all my candy.
No, not infected. Hosts. Possessed.
Who won?
Ghost host. I like. Yeah, ghost host. Yes, possessed. So that name. Why are you? So that just made me scratch my head.
No, the whole thing makes me scratch my head, and you told me I can't, and I shouldn't, because we might use the podcast name for ourselves. Because hey, yeah. I made it up, so it's mine.
Yes. It's a very good name, and it goes along. Oh boy,
but we might have a podcast coming, a very successful one.
Yes, very.
Sarah, you want in?
And I'll never say define successful.
And when we get the 100,000 plaque, I'm getting it. I'm just telling you that right now.
Yes, it'll be yours. 100%. It'll be yours.
Why were they even talking about that?
Oh.
She can't make 1,000. Oh, stop it. Oh, okay. I'm not being ugly. Stop being ugly.
But it's like she wanted to change the name of her channel.
The whole channel, not just that.
Yes.
That hourly thing or what,
Right. This girl who came in. Yes. They didn't do anything yet. Mandy Bobandy isn't a channel. She's a chatter. And I've seen her in other crime things.
She's a script writer.
Okay.
Did they follow a script on any of these things that they even had a script for? Because I've seen 2 scripts come across the thing so far. If that was the script, count me out. We come on here unscripted. I'm just going to be honest with you. So we kind of like... She said, like, what are we going to talk about today? I said, whatever. What do you want to talk about? And then we was like, let's just let the chat dictate where we go. And so that's kind of where we went. And here we are. But
it's like... That's what they did with their
If
first
I had a
podcast. It was supposed to be
script,
about
we would
paranormal.
really be going by the script, though, because if I'm going to go to the effort of writing a script for us to go by, we're not going to be like, type a 1 in the chat if you want to see this, or type a 2 if you want to
Right.
see this.
That makes no sense. It's so.
And where does Bam Margera fit into this paranormal podcast? And then we went into even the other topics that came out of that situation. I'm not touching with a 10-foot pole, but what do they have to do with paranormal podcast?
I don't know. It's baffling. It's just when it's built up to be something so wonderful. You know what I mean? And I'm going to point this out. So this is being constructively criticizing this, that this is supposed to be a paranormal podcast. And there's absolutely nothing said except for the words Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Yeah, that I had no clue who the hell they were.
So not the Mormons. That was the only thing paranormal about it.
But it wasn't, because they didn't say anything about, they said the name, not who they were, what they were related to, where they might fit into this equation at all. Never came out of, they said the name.
But I'm saying 10 minutes from now, because you know Mandy Bobandy and Coley are sitting there and they're, oh my God, we're being dragged. You're not being dragged. This is a fact, and this is constructive criticism. Okay.
You know, and somewhat is a drag. I won't take all of it away, because there's points that have been drugged, because I'm done with this situation. It's a never ending saga. And for her to drag herself into it and hook onto it, it started it all over again. So there are points, I'm not going to say anything that I've said is not a drag, but there is some constructive criticism in here, and a lot of constructive criticism. If you can, what?
Maybe they're ghosts. Those are the spirits of
I missed that. So it was a whole paranormal podcast, because everything that those two ghosts said up there,
they're
was
ghosty.
the whole thing. Melissa, save the day.
Oh my God, we need to call the ghost
Melissa,
hunter.
you win.
Oh you my win. God, you figured it out. You cracked that code.
There you go.
It's just, why did not one person, one of her mod friends, her crew, her peoples, right? Mags and Shay and Bliss, her people, out of her mouth, she says, these are my people. Like I said, did you buy them? Do you have a contract? Do you have a warranty? Her peoples. Okay, her people. Nobody else's. God forbid they go elsewhere, because Coley will flip the lid. But so her people, why did not one of them point out, or even behind the scenes, and say, you know, y'all, you said that this was your premiering podcast,
and you didn't really premiere anything
paranormal. Maybe you should like ditch that video and try it again. Apologize and say that it was really scatterbrained, and you know, for my co-host to be 40 minutes late and then to bounce 2 hours into it because she had something else. No, if you make plans to do something,
I can see them making, hold on though. I do think because they have children, because they're doing it in a later hour, that either they need to make it after the kids go to bed or something. I don't know.
Yes.
But I do see where they could say, from 7 to 9, we're going to do this podcast. And around 9 o'clock, you start winding it up and cutting it off. It's not saying 9 o'clock on the dot, but that's when you like, we're done. We're going to wind this up and clear up any loose tail ends or whatever they got going on the story, and call it a night. That's not unacceptable. That is purely an acceptable thing to do, is to say, we're going to do this.
And especially if you are going to, hi T, especially if you're going to try and make it multi-platformal.
Oh, I called her name more than 3 times, and here she is. I am getting good at this, I tell you. Good at this. I called Sarah Jean, and she came. I called Sarah with an H, and she came.
Don't say the other one. Just stop. Stop. But it's,
sorry.
Oh my God,
I'm sorry. You missed the whole, we were talking crap earlier.
Yes, exactly. So you have to have a start and an end time. And if you're going to load it up to Spotify and onto like, okay, so yes, I use Podcast Pickle. Okay. You have to have an even amount of minutes?
I don't know. You see, you know more than I do.
Like, okay, so it's not even, it's every 15. So is that odd? 15, 30, 45, and then on the 12s? Okay,
Quarterly.
So it's an hour and 15, or 45 minutes.
Okay. Quarter. So quarter of an hour.
Someone needs
Quarter.
to do a reaction video, a stranger reacting to a new paranormal podcast. You know what? Honestly, I thought, but it's like,
Melissa, that's funny.
I know, Melissa, that's cold. For anybody who can't see it, you absolutely can.
Do you know
Little
what?
highlight.
No, wait. Hold on. One quick, Melissa. Did you watch any of that podcast? Because do you know what you're talking about as reacting to that as a paranormal podcast? It totally goes into the trans and other areas of things. It's not. There's nothing paranormal podcast about that.
Girl, maybe they don't know the definition. You know what? Maybe they don't know the definition and they meant something. It happens to me all the time.
Not that. Come on.
No, it happens to me all the time.
Not that. They started the prelude about ghosts and haunted things. So you can't tell me they didn't know where this was supposed to go.
I was trying to throw a lifeline, an excuse even. Yeah.
Tira, I nominate you. You need to do the reaction to that video.
Yes, you can be the reaction channel.
Play it and stop and talk about the paranormal they just talked about, because you're going to be sitting there for a while.
What? But it's like, so my point goes to, she has her people, right? Her peeps, her friends, her YouTube friends. They're her real life friends now, right? Why didn't any of them tell her what a bad look it was? Why?
They're all in it together.
To say the truth.
They're all in it together. She put their name, co-signed them on that lease the other night. She started off by saying, "This is not a me show. This is not a us show with me.
And I have a team.
I have a team. We are a team.
We are a team. Yes. We are a team." She put all their names up there, and not one of them has the courage to be honest.
She even put a real name to one of the what? It's just too. Oh, right. Way too big. Am I allowed to talk about her? Wait a minute. She's so big. She's on a whole nother level. Oh,
wildly successful.
Oh,
why aren't her people
I may have just committed creator suicide and spoke on someone who's so wildly successful that I just did myself in.
Sarah with an H, if you're in here, you're batter up. Batter up, baby. First react channel.
Uh-oh. Could you imagine?
Oh my God. Baptism by fire. Jeez. But it's, why aren't any of those people really trying to help her? That's so my question is, if this is seen or clipped, Shay, Megs, Chris.
I will never tell who or what, but I have went to some people and said that's not a good look. Maybe you shouldn't do that.
Exactly.
Maybe, they may not follow my, but I said it because it cleared my conscience on whether it was anything,
Unless you all are worried about
and they still like me.
Yes. I think they saw firsthand what she did to you, what she did to Melissa, what she did to
They can't be afraid. Come on.
Curls. Who else? Oh, me. She unmodded everybody because she just thought the whole world was after her. Do you recall that?
Yeah.
Apocalypse.
Jenny was on there. Shay, Megs, she even unmodded them at the one time when the whole world was out to get her.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't. Screw that girl.
She got a lot to say about me lately.
Yeah, that she a hoe. She a hoe. That's she a ho ho. Hmm.
I ain't got nothing to say about her. Unworthy.
Melissa, she dragged Curls with that whole situation that was involving Tara and B. She dragged Curls and unmodded her. She did the same damn thing to Curls. And Curls
She's,
still gave her the benefit of the doubt. Twice
Curls
so
is
far.
the most kind-hearted, loving, positive
Oh my,
thinking.
yes.
I would like to think that I'm a little bit of her, but she is like 1,000, you know?
She's way better than you.
I can't even argue with that.
I just, Curls is special. Curls is like
I
what's good and what's right in the world. It's like when you see the mistreatment, what it's like you want to go out and fight that battle. Like I will white knight for Curls.
I cannot even disagree with
I
it.
can't even, once I meet her
I'm
in real
not
life,
on
it's
her
gonna be
level.
like on like Donkey Kong. It's gonna be like nobody can touch my girl. It's gonna be like that.
Mhm.
I know it. I know it. It's like big sister vibes. But why didn't none of those women tell her that? They have to be scared to death, don't you think?
Are they scared or are they setting her up because they just don't give a rat's? I mean,
I know girls don't care, but we care.
it,
I get offended on her behalf real easy. Yeah, but it's
it says curls don't dare talk about our curls.
oh, I thought she said curls don't care, and I'm like, well, first,
Don't dare talk about curls.
yes. So I think I lost my line of thought again.
Sorry, my fault, my bad.
No, I derailed myself. I think. What did I think? What did I think?
That's a
Those
$1,000,000
women
question.
about telling the truth.
Yeah.
What do you think, you guys? What would stop you from telling your good friends, your people, your homies the truth? Why would you guys in the chat? Why would you not
They
tell the
don't listen. I've already done it 100 times and they don't listen. That's the only thing that would make me stop. And I mean like 100 times. Like if they listen once every 5 times, I still do it. If they
oh
listen
yeah,
99 times, if they don't listen, but they hear me,
uh-huh.
but if it got to where it was just there ain't nothing gonna change this, I might just like tune out and okay,
So like
whatever.
being a repeat offender of okay, I've already told you behind the scenes and you don't want to listen. But historically, okay, so I mean a different word other than historically. Okay. So, okay. Um, from in the past, what we've seen, telling her the truth does not go well because it means you're like, okay, so gamers have a word. It's called cause. Okay, you're cause. You're kill on sight. So, like in the game, I see I'm gonna hit you with hellfire, and you're just going, okay. So, kill on sight is the term.
I don't game. Go ahead.
So this is how she reacts to people who, like, you tried to be helpful. Melissa tried to be helpful.
Hmm.
She like annihilates you guys.
What's it? The cornered stabbing people
Right.
for everything. Yeah.
Don't bleed on people who didn't cut you. Whoever made that saying up, please stop. Please stop. Because every time she says it, I cringe. It's like cringe fest. Find another saying. Just find another saying. Don't cut on people that don't bleed on people that didn't cut you.
She's the cutter's the problem. She's the one wielding the knife.
Yes, she's the one with the butcher knife and the hacksaw. Samurai, bitch.
But giving her constructive criticism, being kind to her is not it's not successful. You can't do it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
I don't. Why can't she accept those things instead of? It's not everybody's not an enemy when they're trying to help you, But I guess it's the fact that if you look at the comment section, you don't see anybody saying that.
But like what she said was she
She
was
continues with
afraid.
the behavior.
she was afraid of what, like, I had the ball and I was gonna drop the ball at any time. She was afraid of what I was gonna do, so she knocked the ball out of my hands and pushed me to the ground and drug me by my hair across the
Yeah,
court
she could have stomped you.
because she was afraid of what was gonna happen, and nothing happened. She made something happen. That's how
Yes,
her
she
whole
forced it.
story is.
Correct. She opened that paradox box and she made that shit happen. She breathed it all into life on her own. She breathed it all into life. She created conflict where there was no conflict. The whole thing was
Still
an
does
inside
with even
joke.
strangers.
Yeah, so it was an inside joke, and she lost her sauce. She got lost in the sauce. But she is when she says my chat is not yes men, there is no live chat that you can pull up anywhere where any of these women say anything against Colby, because they all know she is sensitive, overly sensitive, over dramatic, over
All of it. You're naming things that you just keep going.
yeah, yeah. She's that in a bag of chips. Yeah.
Definitely that.
So she's just, it's not a good look. And anyone who thinks like, and I am directing this now, okay, so like even you, Kimberly Roddy mom,
Oh
if you
Lord.
think you're doing that woman a good, kind, solid by not being honest with her, because now that you're back in her community,
Is she?
she is.
No, that's not her.
No, Kimberly is there, but she's changed her name.
To who?
Um,
That's not Kimberly, the Roddy Mama
no,
3.
not Roddy Mom 3. That's the
Oh.
girl from L's. She is there because whose chat do I see her in? I know she mods for Jamie. She changed her name. It's like
I haven't seen her.
it's something stupid. I know her when I see her, and she's got her picture there. You can't, but she comes in there and it's like, oh, if it's a Tara Bash session, I'm joining in. It's like,
oh,
so
is that how we call them?
Yeah,
We do
yeah,
Tara Bass
like,
session.
yeah.
I have to schedule
But
one of
she
those.
always shows up because everything, no matter what, it always revolves around Tara. It always. Yes, no. There's two of them. There's two of them. Kimberly Roddy Mom changed her name. She changed her name. Roddy Mom 3 is not Kimberly. You were in a chat with Roddy. You were in a chat with Roddy. Because I was in that chat with Roddy. Where's the last time we were in a chat together?
Tara, I'm going to schedule a stream to drag you. Hook me up with some information, okay?
Hi, baby. No, not yet. I'm still doing thank you, though.
Need some of that backdoor information that nobody knows about. Can't crack myself up. I can't. I tried. I was trying to be serious. I really was. But I can't do it.
Or she started a second channel, but it's her. And yeah, so all you people that are there and her mods and her friends, why don't you really be friends? Why don't you really be friends and be honest with her and tell her the truth? If you can't tell your friends the truth, then that's sad and that's not friendship. And that is an echo chamber. That's a bunch of yes men. Huh. I missed something. I did. I totally tuned out.
Yay, I'm going to get the backstory.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I missed something.
It's Tara.
Okay. I don't know. So, yeah. So there's that. Just, you guys, if you have friends, be honest with them. Like, I'm that girl. If you have lipstick on your teeth, I'm going to tell you. If you have toilet paper on your shoe, I'm going to step on it and say, if your breath is kicking, if you have arm spots underneath your pits, I'm going to say, keep your arms, go get some deodorant, and
she's brutal.
Well, because if I'm out in public and I'm making a fool of myself, I want somebody to tell me.
I have.
I know. So some strange woman, here's just, we're going to sidetrack. I was at the store and I had her on FaceTime in my purse. And some woman came up to me with her daughter, her grown ass daughter, and said, I need to tell you something. She's like, I thought you were like insane that you were talking into your purse. She actually told me that at Aldi. She's like, I thought you were talking into your purse. I didn't realize you were talking to a person. She's like, and I told my daughter,
How do
why
I
do we
always get
always
the
get the
crazy?
nutters? Why do we always get the nutters behind us? And I'm like, I'm laughing. And he is on FaceTime with me. She's like, yes, yes. So it's like, I understand that I've been called a nutter on many occasions, and I understand why, but when it's, yeah, but when it's, there's no one there that I have a hard time believing that those are her friends. I It's like they're enablers
Yes, very much
for
so.
what? And it does make you wonder, are they setting her up for something? Because they
Maybe it's
can't be
fun to
so,
watch.
it is fun to watch.
So maybe it's a,
I
a
would
self
hope it's not the Bean Girls Club. Well, you
a
know what?
self-satisfaction to see it, you know,
Yeah.
look what I can do.
Look what you, Stuart.
We do Stuart around here all the time. I almost did it that way too. Oh, oh, Tira, your BFF is in the chat. Don't be talking without your BFF's permission.
That's right. That's right. It's it's just tragic. It's tragic and it's sad. And I would hope that this is all a big setup. Wow, this is the long game. It's the long game then, isn't it?
I really feel like they just get satisfaction on the weekly basis when it happens. I don't know if it's like a whole setup for. Oh, see, you're the one though. I cannot play chess, so I don't do the long games on anything. I mean, I do think I
The long game is
overanalyze things, so I
possible.
do think further out, but I don't look at how you can manipulate a situation today to work for you 10 days from now or 10 years
Yeah.
from now. That's not in me.
Yeah. No, I can, unfortunately I can do that very well. It's a very sad talent that I have. And it comes from experience, you know. It comes from experience, and that's sad for me, but you live and learn. It's just
That would me have to be looking negatively at people though all the time to
I
see what
know.
their negative motives might be. And I just don't want to do that. I'm not curls. We've done established that, but I
Yeah,
try to see the positives in people.
I didn't mean to insult you. I love you. I love Curls too. She's so damn kind.
She
You
is.
know, she's so it's, and the fact that I mean that pissed me all the way off to the highest point of positivity you could go. Okay, not a word. I understand.
I like that. We're gonna have to put it in a dictionary. Positivity.
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 Okay, I need to not make up words, but it's the highest point of positivity. I'm just saying.
Stop
It is. It pissed because Curls is kind to everybody. She tries to show everybody kindness.
it. It
If there
does.
are 15 people streaming, she goes to each chat. She listens for 5-10 minutes. She makes her comments to show that she's engaged, and then she goes to the. She's always supporting people,
Mm-hmm.
everyone. She's very supportive, very, and she didn't deserve that. And no, seriously, if you know, Coley always says if I was in front of her face, I would tell her that. And the minute she flinched out, just saying, I'm reactionary too. But because
But she don't want to hear it. She will deny it till the cows come home that
she
it
did
didn't
do it.
happen. I know it happened. I know all of this happened, but when it comes to
Because it
someone
involved you, Curls, and Tira.
when someone says something to her, it's like, no, I didn't. That I don't even know what happened. Sometimes she'll say, I don't even know what happened. Then she'll make a whole nother story up. Then it'll be, it's just, there's no rhyme or reason to what you're going to get from her, but
It's
it's not her fault ever,
never accountability. That's the other thing.
ever.
Never accountability for anything. Anything. Ever. Like, did she ever say thank you? Like, she could have lost her whole channel because she got like She showed her boobs on YouTube. Her whole ass boobs. She took her shirt off.
Butt ass naked.
For B.
Butt ass naked in a
Yep.
Walmart changing room.
Yep. B
And
had blinked
instead
her
of
eyes.
saying report, I said delete, 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 delete.
She did. She did. So, yeah, Brain Trust got naked on camera. Left her phone going. I don't know where she thought it was pointed, but yeah.
It was almost intentional. I mean, looking back at it, is like, how do you're changing? So at first she was changing bottoms, pants.
Okay.
And so she had a longer shirt on, and she was putting on some, like those bell-bottom stretchy pants that they came out with last, bohemian-ish looking.
Yeah.
She tried a couple pairs of those on, and then next thing you know, she sets the phone. She's like, "What about these? What about these?" You know. And then next thing you know, she sets the phone back to where she was changing her pants and whips her shirt off. And I'm like, only thing I could do was delete. I mean, I could have just let it go and clicked the little button, report this, you know, or something, but that wasn't I was being, you know,
no, but
she
showed
protective
full body nakedness, naked, and she
I was being a good mod, Tira. I was in my good mod mode.
See, and that's the thing. Where were all the other mods that would have let her burn?
At the time, she didn't have. That was me, Melissa, Curls. Well, Shay might have been one in Jeannie.
I was a mod. This was before she unmodded me.
Okay.
So
I don't know. She had pretty
mod. So
no, I didn't either. I didn't either, and Melissa didn't either. Nobody asked to be a mod. Nobody.
I know. No. Curls. She dragged Curls and unmodded Curls because of that funny discourse between you, Curls, and B in your comment section. So yeah, that happened.
Yeah. Because I responded to, I said, "Oh, I'm sorry," because Curls was alone and she was a mod for Coley. I was a mod for Coley at that moment.
Sarah was typing. She knows exactly what happened. She was there.
I know.
It happened to her.
You were having it out with Dina, and Curls was like, "Stop it." And stop, be nice. And then the next day it was over on your comments where she said to you, I think she was even sorry that she was like, she thought she'd be rude to you.
She was apologizing, and
I was like, "Oh no, Curls, I'm sorry you were by yourself, because I would have smashed that timeout button on Tira. I would have loved to."
Yes. So then it turned into a whole.
And then I was being mean to Coley. I don't know how that worked. I was being mean to Tira. I was not being mean to Coley.
So it turned into Curls and B making fun of her.
I was making fun of Tira. Why is nobody understanding?
I think that my comprehension levels are pretty good.
Why she doesn't understand it. I was trying to lighten the load off of Curls and making fun of Tira, and you know, all at the same time. It had nothing to do. I mean, it was Coley's chat, but it had nothing to do with Coley as a person. None of it did.
No.
And then that's when she got mad at me, and that's when she got mad at Curls for being part of it. And
modded Curls.
She didn't drag Curls the way she did do it on the down low more so in that.
Yes.
Not that it's okay, but it wasn't as publicly.
Yeah, it was nasty. It was nasty that her brain could even go there. And it's like, why don't you comprehend? And then this story kept changing. And the thing is, Tira left the comments up.
They're still there, I think.
They're still there. Yes. So they're still there. Comprehension is a good thing. Children stay in school. Okay.
She won't watch any of it.
But no one.
She won't watch any of it. She don't want the truth. She doesn't want the truth today. She don't want the truth that day. She doesn't want someone to tell her the truth while she's talking in her stream to her chat at that moment. She doesn't want
She
the truth.
wants to be surrounded by yes men, and that's what she has. And that's the tragedy of it all. Why are you going to have your channel surrounded by people that aren't honest with you, or afraid to be honest with you, or can't call you out on it, but yet she claims it. She claims it to the gods.
Mhm.
She says it so much, it's like she's trying to force somebody to believe that.
Herself, probably.
Because nobody buys that shit.
She's trying to convince herself.
Because
I'm
look at her
convinced she's
behavior.
trying to convince herself.
And it's not like she had behavior A, then behavior A.0, and then behavior AB.
They're all multiple behaviors, though.
But it's always bad.
She's going to cry in a couple days. I know it. I can feel it real soon. Like it's coming. Sarah H called it, and I call it, and we've had all the up ones. We're going to have a manipulative. I mean, a crying one. No, someone's bullying her. Me. It's going to be after this. I bullied her.
Yeah,
that's right.
It's manipulation tactics that she does. It's emotional manipulation, and it's disgusting. And she knows exactly what she's doing. How am I doing? Okay.
But she asks these questions, but nobody ever tells her. And then the ones that want to tell her can't tell her
because we're blocked.
And not even in a mean way. I was not being mean. I typed a comment out and posted it that day. And it was simply stating a fact and a question. And she couldn't see it because I was blocked. But I wasn't being mean to her. Even after the fact, I was not being mean to her. Even after
still on my community thing. The questions I couldn't see them.
If she's apologizing to everyone, where's mine? Where's Melissa's? Where is it? Why? When are you going to own up to what you've done?
I already apologized. No,
girl,
you didn't.
Who are we apologizing to?
I just, I don't know who the hell she thinks she's apologizing to, but it's not to anybody who actually deserves the apology. Does she even know how to apologize?
Huh?
Is that a thing? Does she know how to apologize?
No.
Does she?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Does she know how to take ownership?
No, I don't think so. That I can
learn. Maybe we're here because those are
self-awareness.
Yeah, has zero, no comprehend. So if somebody let her continuously live this way without teaching her this, that makes sense.
I think she's used to. Okay, so just go with it. So if you want to go, maybe she's used to running people in circles to the point they're like, whatever, Coley. Not people today, people in her life, wear them the frick down, cry, manipulate. Nobody loves me. I'm all alone. Just tell me why. I don't know why. Can you tell me why? Can you help me? What's wrong with it? I mean, there's all these different. Eventually, they may have just got really tired of it and be like, okay, whatever, Coley, whatever, Nicole, whatever.
That's a possibility.
And she's used to that. People doing that for her.
And then repeats the same behavior online because she can't differentiate online from real life. She can't. The differential is not there. It's not there.
I missed it, Sarah. Would you answer? Was I in my spiel about Coley? I've answered her.
But it's like, that would be that. You know what? Maybe that's exactly it. Maybe you just hit the nail on the head. Yep. Maybe you just hit that nail on the head. She behaves that way, and she beats people in real life to submission because she's
lacking
a lot.
A lot. But see, that's why I was nice to her, because I did see some of this.
Right.
If somebody was truly, genuinely, and this is not to diss Sarah, because Sarah wasn't part of the equation in my mind at that moment when I was doing this.
Right.
So, but I didn't know Sarah was her friend in real life behind, that. So at the time I was being nice to her. I was like, maybe she just needs someone to be nice to her. Maybe she just, so that's not the answer either.
But I'll
'Cause
bet you that's it.
she doesn't know what nice is. She doesn't know what real anything is.
Or how to earn it. It's like instant gratification, right? It's like,
Yeah.
I want to buy a lotto scratch off and I want to win like $5,000 now. I want it now. Now. You're going to be my friend now. You're going to talk to me nice now. You're going to like everything I put out. You're going to be my best friend. You're not going to say bad things about me. You're going to be my best friend. I'm going to tell people you're my friend. Like trying to
You have to be because I say it.
Yes. Hi, Curl Sweetheart.
Oh, I mentioned their name 3 times. Here they come. I am on a roll. I'm on a roll. No, I'm just kidding.
You are.
It is a joke. It's a joke. I'm sorry.
It is. Husband made dinner. Curls, hi, sweetheart. We love you to pieces. We're going to have to call it a day. And you know what? We'll pick it back up on my
guys. Curls, I'm sorry you came in at the end of our ranting, raving session here.
We were just praising you to high heaven, Curls, because
we love you.
High esteem. You are one of the best people I've ever met. And yes,
we truly adore you, Curls.
Yes.
Everybody in the chat.
Favorite.
Now she has to go watch this back so she can see what we're talking about.
Yes. No one ever would talk crap about you because I drag them. I'd literally go find them in real life and drag them behind my car. That would be a thing. So we'll pick this up again on my channel, and then we can really talk the ish. Yay!
The real ish. We were kind here.
Yes, this is all kindness and goodness. Mm-hmm. Hopefully it'll be taken with an open mind and an open heart. Don't send any hate to anybody because
nope,
it won't matter.
We appreciate you all for coming.
Yes,
we enjoyed it, and thank you for my co-host and my nasty sour can. No, it's not nasty. It's not nasty. It's just sour. Okay, I really do.
It's still blue, and we've been doing this for 3.5 hours.
I appreciate you for listening.
You know what? Maybe we'll do it tonight or maybe tomorrow because you hear my voice. It's like,
yeah, you're getting there. You might need to rest it a little bit.
Yeah. Girls, I'll either go live. I'll set it up ahead of time. Probably tomorrow though, because I'm like drinking rocks right now. My voice is going. It's all bad. Right. It's all that scar tissue. But yes. Oh my gosh. You know what? You guys rewatch this from the beginning. It's pretty good, I think.
Like, subscribe, comment, leave me comments. I answer the comments. We talk in the comments section. We sure do.
Tomorrow works best for you. Okay. I'm gonna go live on channel tomorrow. I'll go live tomorrow, Sarah. Curls here. We'll go live tomorrow, B. Yes.
Maybe Sarah needs to join us.
Same bat time, same bat no, different bat channel. Oh my God, it's a Batman advertisement.
Different channel, okay.
Okay, yeah, nothing about it's gonna be. Nick cooked for me. I'm being rude by not going to eat my supper.
All right.
Okay, tomorrow, we'll do it tomorrow. Thank you. Okay, I'm just gonna sign off. Thank you guys for watching and make sure you're subscribed. That YouTube didn't unsubscribe you.
Bye. Thanks for coming. Daddy's home.
Hit the leave button, hon.
Bye.